What you're saying to somebody is, here's a little world, experience it for a while, see what it's like. And that's a central human drive to do that. We want to always be experimenting with other worlds to see what it would be like to be in those. What you're saying to somebody is, here's a little world, experience it, see what it's like. And that's a central human drive to do that. We want to always be experimenting with other worlds to see what it would be like to be.
Yo, it's the Mystery School stream on a Wednesday. Question marks in the chat, please. Drop them.
What's up,
It's
everyone?
about that time, y'all.
Shout out
Wednesday night.
Shout out to everyone who pulled up for the Relay Raid stream earlier. I appreciate that. You made us look good in front of the guests, you know?
Let's fucking go. Thank you
you.
guys. Appreciate everybody out there. Hope y'all been having a good Wednesday today. It's time for the stream. It's time to stream a dribble of piss down your leg if you haven't done so already.
Yes.
You still got a chance.
And get your prostate checked if you're having incontinence issues or feel like you're struggling to squeak out that last little bit when you use the restroom.
Oh man, I hope I never reach that age. I hope I just perish before then. But anybody out there struggling with that, we sympathize with you and we love you. We're in your corner right now.
Steady Fresh says, I'm watching an ad.
That's too bad, man. You got to get subs, Steady Fresh. You know how it goes here, man. We didn't give you this curse, but unfortunately, you got to just endure it until you grab yourself a sub, man.
So I'm going to play some throwbacks today. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Periwinkle, thank you for the 14-month resub. Wu-Tang Dan is back for 29 months. Appreciate that. Thank you, everyone.
Let's fucking go, y'all. It's Wednesday. As always, we got that sudden death unlock in the corner. You see that number right there? If it hits 60, then we got a sudden death for you live in under 30 minutes. We'll make a brand new song that you choose the topic for. It's up to you. If we hit that sub goal in the corner,
Yes.
let us know. Let us know.
Yes. Stream started 15 minutes early. What? Oh, no, I accidentally started the other stream 15 minutes early.
Vazam
Damn.
DI set 3 proc says, hey, brothers.
Brother.
What's up, Vozim?
What's going on? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome, man. First time chatter right there. Anybody else first time tonight? Make some noise. Make yourself known. Say hi in the chat to me and I'll give you a free suck.
Suck?
A S-U-G, a sug.
Oh.
That's a submarine. That means basically I'll give you a soggy sandwich. It's a submarine, man. That's right. That's right. All my first time chatters, anybody here for the first time, make yourself known. We want to see you and we want to be you, damn near. We'll take your whole flow bar for bar and just replicate this shit live in front of everybody, man.
We will rip your style live on the Mystery School stream. Does this work? Hold on, let me test it. Hey, it works again. I also fixed the computer today. What's going down?
Let's go, y'all. Retweet the tweet in the chat or look at it and like it. Whatever you want to do. Just for today, though, I'll let it slide. All Black Zach, we out here. Androfino, Sleckar in here. Ari Flux, what's up? Alex Coy, Chubsy, motherfucking Wubsy, man.
That Wubsy.
What more can I say?
the
We got
sub,
desired and admired. Dreas, Mercenary Gary in here. Claw Gator, thank y'all for pulling up tonight. It's looking sexy tonight. We got a Wildin' Out Wet Wednesday for y'all, so get ready to soak yourself in the Mystery School stream tonight, man. Yes, we paid Computer. Computer is back for everybody that's wondering. Our friend that takes us from dimension to dimension on the streams. Our digital damsel in distress is back.
She's back.
She is happy with the pay rate that we gave her now. She's not complaining or crying to HR about insufficient funding. Computer is back. We will be going to the crime dimension later and all of that good shit. But before that, we got letters from the class coming up after the DJ mix. Write us some of those cool letters right there in the Discord. Letters from the class section. You write us something there, we'll read it live at the beginning of the stream tonight.
Yo,
write us something.
Kicks the Flare reasonably points out Digital Damsel is kind of a fire name.
Hey, that's her. I imagine Computer to look like this lady right here on the screen.
Yeah, me too.
I imagine. That's Computer's real AI look.
I agree. Yeah, we settled the computer labor dispute. We beat the union allegations. It's all good.
Ray J said, I'm in love with her. You in love with Computer or that lady that could be Computer's physical form?
Yeah, we're not sure, man. Don't tell e-daters about the phrase digital damsel. Uh-oh. I like those memes that are like, damn, the e-sex was crazy. And it's just someone holding like a broken iPhone with like distortion on the screen.
Forever Sweaty gifting a sub right there. Thank you, Forever Sweaty.
Thank you.
And Mello So Chill with a just regular sub. Put those question marks up. Appreciate you, Mello. We got that sub goal up there in the corner, y'all. We hit 60 of them, and we're doing sudden death tonight. Brand new song from scratch where you choose the topic. What could happen? What could go wrong?
Yes. It's Mystery School stream on a Wednesday. I got a good feeling about the stream today. It was the first day that I was able to keep my windows open all day because it wasn't painful outside.
It was not painful out today, man. If you live in the Midwest, rejoice with me one time, as I think we broke out a third winter and we're now in mud season.
Yes.
So get ready for the next few weeks of just, kind of gray days with mud outside, but it will be 60 degrees plus, man.
Shout out to the mud.
It's mud season, y'all. I think we made it out of third winter and it's time for mud, so let's get it.
Playing some older tracks today.
Scaligo, thank you for that sub too. The DJ mix is hitting, says Scaligo, man. Is Cousin Stiz?
Yes.
I fuck with Cousin Stiz, man.
Mud season. We getting it out of the mud on the Mystery School stream today.
Pouring up a foe of that mud tonight, man.
Yes.
And I mean literal wet dirt, not fucking lean tonight.
Mud versus pollen. My eyes are bloodshot and itching during the stream.
Philanthropist with a gifted sub.
Thank
Let's
you.
fucking go, philanthropist. Like how I enunciated that real hard.
Philanthropist. Thank you, man. Also, happy belated birthday to Philanthropist in the chat.
Oh shit, it's philanthropist belated?
Happy birthday, man.
Happy belated, big dog. You know we got you over here.
All right, we got about 10 minutes left in the mix. Last call from letters from the class. Submit a question, comment, or concern in the Mystery School Discord. Hit the Google form, write something in. We'll answer it shortly. We've got news coming up, and of course, we got the sudden death unlock in the corner. If we hit that 60 up there, we're going to make a full song live in under 30 minutes, and you choose the topic. The articles today, al dente. It's going to be good. Also, Crash Ray, thank you for the gifted sub, man.
Speaking of that news and the articles we got today, these are all articles submitted by you in the chat. If you're new here, everybody in the chat submits articles and tweets and random shit that they see on the internet, and they give it to us to read on stream in the news segment, man. So if you ever see something cool, funny, scary, aggravating, or hate-filled, go ahead and drop it in the stream news section of the Discord, and we just might read about it on stream.
Well, I'm playing some throwbacks today. Hold on.
Actually, I want somebody to give me somebody go find a real crazy tweet right now. Go find a crazy tweet right now in the next 6 minutes. Throw it in the stream news section.
Yeah.
Or just throw it in the chat for us real quick so I can look at it. And we might just do it on stream tonight, man. I like when y'all bring the tweets to the table, man. Last tweet was the man, was it the dude that said he would cheat on his wife in the drive-thru?
Yeah.
Was that the last poppin' tweet that he had?
No.
Yeah. So if you guys missed Monday's stream, a tweet actually won the sudden death gamble of Monday. So anything can happen here on the stream, man.
I'm about to play a song that I don't remember how it sounds. Hold on.
It's big man season, I heard. Yep. You married? Yeah. You cheat? Nope. Yep. No. Yep. Let's fucking go. Big W's in the chat.
All I remember about this song is that Chuck English showed it to me really early on. You remember this song?
Is that T Grizzly?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know that song.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard any T Grizzly in a long time.
No, I haven't heard no T Grizzly in a sec, but welcome back, T Grizz.
Keeping the Grizzly fandom alive on the Mystery School stream.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Couple more songs in the DJ mix. I'll be right back. I gotta use the facilities.
Uh-oh. He's shitting on the screen. I gotta hold my playlist. Kufu, what up, man? He's a streamer now? Come on the stream. Wow. Oh, you got the emotes, Diamonds? Oh, shit. Dude, I fuck with T Grizzly. Damn, okay, we gotta connect with him. He pushing P. I had no idea. I don't know. I've kind of lost track of all the rappers that are on Twitch now. T Grizzly, come on the stream. All right. We got a couple minutes left in the DJ mix. We're getting into the news in a second. Last call for letters from the class. Yes, Tony is using the bathroom, so ask me secret questions. Pink Air producer, what's going on, man? Collective fam in the building. Thank you everyone who pulled up for the relay raid earlier. Oh, he's back from the facilities. Oh, I got a good song to mix this with.
Yes, Brittany Beauty, I had to do the PP. Sometimes I just don't time my water chugging up enough before the stream starts. But I'm back. If y'all said evil things about me while I was gone, I will see it in the chat. I'm about to scroll back up and see what was said, because I'm insecure and I don't take insults very well. Damn, 11 toes, pushing P. Y'all said this about me?
They said that about you. Sad. Yes, I got a good feeling about the stream tonight. Oh, sorry, I forgot to activate feature chat again. Hit the play button. Let's go.
Good thing about Tony. What's the good thing about me? Ain't nothing good about me.
Uh-oh.
Later.
It's all bad, man, when you're dealing with the TRJ.
The TRJ.
The Tony Reed Jr. abbreviation.
That was kind of fast. You wash your hands good?
Yeah.
Cesare Flux?
All right. I just cut the water on really fast and did this, but it's my penis, so like
You would know.
I've been there with it all day. It didn't go anywhere. It's been just sitting around.
For real. What song is this? This is Hocus Pocus by Nina Tech.
I'm the best, you know I'm nothing like the rest. I can't be beat.
Speaking of other songs that sound good, there is a person. I heard a song today. It's by a person named Baby Pote. Anybody heard of Baby Pote?
Baby what?
Baby Pote, P-O-T-E. Baby Pote. It sounds exactly like Rob Banks. I know we talk about Rob Banks all the time here on this stream. This is a Rob Banks stream, but this person I was like, yo, is that not fucking Rob Banks? Crazy.
Damn.
So crazy, man.
Yo,
I just turned on the
Real DFT says this is my first Twitch ever.
Damn, Real DFT.
What's up, man?
Welcome. You know what they say about your first Twitch ever, right? You know what they say, Real DFT?
Yeah, dude, I know what they say.
Ask us in the chat. What do they say? Let me see what they say about the first streamer. I mean, the first stream.
Oh, and play the song that goes like, "Hey, what the heck is going on?" by the Cool Kids. Sorry, I can't curse. Parents don't like it when I curse. Out of respect for them, play the edited version, please. New coffee pasta. Who said that originally?
I don't know.
I don't have the original version. First Nation with the gifted sub. Thank you, man. All right, couple more songs. Can we get a Owen play the Cool Kids song to go like, "Hey, what the heck is going on?" in the chat, please?
What the heck is going on?
Okay, a couple more songs here. We're getting it started.
That's right. Oh, speaking of what the heck is going on, before shit got weird, episodes 2 and 3 are coming out next week on the 21st. So what is that? A Tuesday or some shit? I don't know. Maybe a Tuesday or Thursday. Before shit got weird, episodes 2 and 3.
Oh wait, it's coming out when?
Next week.
I didn't even
on the
know
21st.
that.
Next week on the 21st. That's my solo album and Chuck's solo album combined into one menage a trois of raps, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Dude.
It's coming next week. It's the end of the Before Shit Got Weird series. We left the best for last. This will be the finale. The features keep getting better, keep getting crazier. I think, man, I wonder could we do another listening party for that next
man,
week?
Might
man.
as well. I'd love
Play
to.
some more new shit, man. We'll see what happens, but that's next week. Before shit got weird, episodes 2 and 3 coming out.
Let's do it, man.
More. We need more. We're giving you more right now.
Give us one feature, says Kango. You got any features you can leak? Any information you can leak?
Let's see. What can I leak for the next?
Skincare producer, thank you, man.
All right. Their name for the next album.
Leak! World exclusive!
It starts with a. How can I do this to where you guys would know, but you wouldn't know? One feature from the new project starts with a J, ends with a Z.
Jay-Z on the new Cool Kids.
We got fucking Jay-Z. You already know what the fuck is going on, baby. Album coming next week. We got the Jay-Z. Oh, it could be J Mills. I'm sorry. Damn, that could easily be J Mills as well.
JJB Wills.
Oh, it could have been. Damn, it could be Juan Mills as well. I'm sorry. Damn, that could have been anybody. Wow.
Jaquans.
Jaquan. Juan Ortiz, that piano guy we rated once. Yeah, it could be Juan Ortiz. Oh, Jeezy does start with a J and ends with a Y or a Z. Yeah, well,
all right.
It's coming, y'all.
All right. I think this is the perfect time to end the DJ mix and get into the show. You know what, chat? Where I'm pleased to announce we settled our labor dispute with the mystery school. Hey, don't show them that yet.
Oh no,
that
that's too early.
hamussy. Not bad. Anyway, pleased to announce the mystery school labor dispute has been settled. We'd like to welcome a special guest back to the show. Computer.
What's up?
Oh, she's still invisible. Fuck.
At least she shows up for work though. That's all right.
She's still here.
God damn it! Thank you for showing up, computer.
Start the show.
Let's fucking go.
You're watching Mystery School, the first late-night show on the net, with your hosts, Owen Bones and Tony B. Jr. Let's begin.
Yes, it's true. It's time. It's the Mystery School stream on a Wednesday. Welcome back, everyone. Can we please have some question marks or union emotes in the chat? Yo, I know I have to update the playlist soon, but I just love opening the stream with this little sound so much. This guy here.
This one? I know. It sounds like a nice computer powering on. Like,
it's so nice, man. Fun fact, I always start the show with whatever the top song is on the Mystery School radio playlist to kind of set the mood. This one's just so cozy and nice. It's like a 90s fucking sitcom intro, you know, where we're about to start like doing a normal mundane thing in a kitchen and then look over at the camera and be like, as our name tags appear underneath, you know? I love that vibe. It's so nice.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the first sitcom, the first live stream sitcom ever on Twitch. It's Mystery School on a Wednesday. Go ahead and throw those question marks up in the chat while we get these letters from the class ready that you guys been writing. I'm pretty sure we got some new entries since the stream. Oh, damn, we got a couple since the stream started. Thank y'all for writing these.
Also, bunch of resubs and new shit. First Nation, thank you for that gifted sub. Ken Spiffy Jr., welcome back for 15 months. Kumagai EP, welcome back for 22 months. And Charlie Torek with the gift. Thank you all very much. We appreciate that.
Thank you, guys. Well, we're inching towards that sudden death goal up there in the corner. If you guys want that, we'll hit up to 60 today, is it? 60?
Yes, 60. Sudden death unlock up there in the corner. 60 subs, and we make a full song live in under 30 minutes. You choose the topic. They've been on fire lately, man. I'm feeling really good about sudden deaths lately.
Yep. That sudden death hit real crazy. If you missed that on Monday, I'm sorry for you, but it was great.
I was actually listening to that right before the stream. I like that one.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get into some letters from the class here, and then get into the news for the day. We got a really good assortment of news, so I'm very optimistic about a good sudden death article being in there. Anonymous asks, what's a hip-hop trend that you guys really hated? For me, it was the 07-08 Kanye glasses with the line through them. Yuck. Bring back airbrushed gear, though. That stuff was tight. Anonymous, thanks for the question. What do you think, man? Any hip-hop trends that you really hated?
Oh, God. Don't get me started, man. Definitely hated the shutter shades. I did not participate, and I give myself credit for not participating in things that I hated. So didn't like the Shutter Shades for sure. I hated the Mohawk black man era where every black man just did a little like weird triangle mohawk in their head and like shaved the sides off and did all that type of little weird shit. No shade, but I hated it. I was like, dude, like we shouldn't do this, guys. Like let's leave the mohawks to the people who created them, the punk guys, punk rockers and shit, man. Like don't do it. But we do things anyway because it's hip hop, man, and we just decide to take what we want.
So this one might be a little contentious. I wouldn't say that I hated it, but it did get super played out. I would say rappers that are doing regular rapper things that suddenly pop out with a Travis Barker feature and doing like original drum production after like 2009, 2010. Because
okay, because I was about to say, hey, I did that.
That's a distinction that I needed to make because it was cool. Like when you guys did it, was like, whoa, cool. The fucking mixture of worlds.
It was cool when we did.
Like literally, you guys are the last people I can think of where I was like, oh, that's tight, man. Whoa, a rock guy and a rap guy doing a song. That's nuts. And then the fucking 50th time, it's like, okay, Travis Barker doing another drum solo on a fucking like clout rap song. All right, that kind of annoys me. I'm not gonna say I hate it, but like I don't like that.
It's easy to dislike.
I think the clout goggles era too, man. Like it's kind of an old head thing to be like, oh, the kids aren't rapping anymore. That's not why I hated it. It was just like so derivative and like a race to the bottom of who can say the least amount of grunts and squeaks on a track and be the most inebriated. That was just kind of like, all right, after
the clout goggles
the high of that wore off like so quickly. And don't get me wrong, there are some bangers that came from that era. But the fact that like everyone felt like they had to do that for a solid like 3 years, man.
Yeah, man.
That shit was kind of
I would like to do a whole podcast on that question. Actually, that's an entire podcast worth of shit because it's been just at least 12 years of definitive trends that hip hop has either taken or started that I would love to talk about, man. So we'll keep that in mind for a good podcast episode, man. I like that question a lot. Thank you to whoever wrote that one.
Yeah.
We got another question here from an anonymous author. It says, "What's your worse than down bad moment with weed?" I got one right off the gate, man.
Oh shit.
All right, so my worst and down bad moment with weed is when I just didn't have any, right? It was just no way to find it. I'm looking.
I'm just going through the mental archive right now.
I'm calling everybody I fucking know. It just is not happening. And you ever been in one of those binds where you just like are fiending for the weed really bad? And you're like, oh, I want to smoke this weed, man. It's late at night. I want to smoke. But it wasn't happening. So, I ended up, I'm not proud of this, but I ended up, man, my one of my old friends, she used to like roll up her own cigarettes, so I just grabbed a handful of that tobacco and just rolled it up in the paper and just smoked a harsh, rough, organic cigarette. It made my head hurt really bad. It tasted gross. I was like lightheaded as fuck, and I puffed that bitch from the beginning to the end of the tip,
just
man.
To get like the oral fixation of smoking
I just
something.
needed to. I just needed it. I just needed to smoke something,
I understand,
and
dude.
like that's all I could do.
I understand. Wait, with no context, Diamonds Forever said threw up on a kid's head on a bus.
Sick.
Why's that a down bad weed story? Off the weed, or you were fiending so bad? Anyway,
you having withdrawals and you.
I'm not judging. It is what it is. I've got several. Jerry Cho said it's probably when I smoked the Nug on the Cool Kids tour. That was actually a high point for me. I enjoyed smoking the Nug. I felt very resourceful, and there was no additional contaminants, so that it was not down bad, actually.
No, that's not the worst.
Worst I can remember off top is right after I got my wisdom teeth out when I was 19. I kept hanging out with friends that were just like smoking the most exotic, nice weed of all time, and I'm sure many of you know if you got your wisdom teeth out, you can't smoke or really suck anything when you have your when it's still healing, or else you get a dry socket, which is like fucking awful. That's like some of the worst pain you can get. It's like your nerves on fire. So I didn't want that. I figured out a workaround. They were all smoking a blunt. I remember it was like a grape white owl or something disgusting. And I put the blunt in the tip of a straw, and I hit it through my nose.
I've seen people do that. I've seen people snort the weed before with a blunt. They seal up this nostril, hold the blunt right here, and just
Yep.
And just go ham, and it works.
Yeah,
it might hurt a little bit, but it works.
But it worked. And,
yeah, man.
Yeah, so, with no dry socket, so it worked. We good.
Yeah, wow. Down bad weed moments, man.
Yeah, thank you for those questions.
Yeah, we've definitely made gravity bongs out of like water bottles and all type of terrible things, man. But I think that just scraping up some bowl resin or rolling up a cigarette are probably the most down bad you can be.
Everyone in the chat has tried to smoke resin at least once out of a college bowl.
Black tar.
Black tar out of a college bowl. Anyway,
you heard his shit. Yeah.
Let's move from one down bad story to a potentially another down bad question. Anonymous asks, I told my fairly new girlfriend I loved her after 2 months. She didn't say it back, but we're still dating, and it's been 2 more months since I've said it. Did I say it too soon? I don't care. I love her anyway. Shout out Sandy. Wow. Well, okay, first of all, Anonymous, say it again, says Big Fucks. First things first, like, to be serious for a second, I know you all think I'm about to do a joke. If that's how you feel, then that's how you feel, and like, don't regret it if what you said is true. Maybe it's worth considering being more strategic, just so you don't scare off someone too early on. I don't know, man. I don't know when it's too early to say that. I don't know like the ins and outs of your relationships. I would say like on average, that is a bit early to say that. Unless it's like obvious, like you're in the heat of fucking passion, like everything's great. But like 2 months, you're still in kind of like the honeymoon phase, I would I don't know. My personal rule of thumb might be like wait until you're in like at least 1 or 2 down bad moments with that person and see how they act like under stress and pressure, and like you see them through some tough shit and you're like, all right, I know how I feel, and that's probably like a good time. But I don't know, man. Like I don't think that there's a rule of thumb of like when to say that you love someone,
No, definitely no rule of thumb as to when. Definitely read the room, though. That always is a big thing. You gotta read the room with this other person, and if they're not saying it back after a couple months, one of two things are happening here. Yeah. Either this person is going to figure out that they actually do love you. Like, oh, I actually do love this person after a little bit, they'll come around. Or they just might not say it at all. Yeah. I don't want to scare you, but just understand that could be a reality, because especially in those type of moments, people will usually just say it out of fear back to you as well. And if they were strong enough and like cognizant enough to resist the urge to just appease you, then they might not really love you like that at this time, at this moment. That might be something that they gradually learn to do.
I would say I lean optimistic in their situation because they were still dating for another 2 months after that. Yeah, so that does they might suggest to me like, I like you enough to get through the potential awkwardness of maybe my feelings not being exactly reciprocated at the time. So I would say that's a good sign. But yeah, now I would probably wait for them to say it to you.
Don't ever say it again, though. Don't say that shit anymore until you get one back. Leave that there as just a cliffhanger, and it's like, hey, remember I said I love you that time, right? But yeah, don't say it anymore, though.
For the love of Ray J does say,
Sandy, stop being a coward.
Yeah, Sandy, just treat our friend right here,
Yeah, that's a tough one, but just don't let go of hope and faith, though, because if this person is still just willing to hang out and date and doesn't feel awkward, then they might just have to work through their feelings and figure this out and see how they can like express that without being weird. So
don't give up hope.
Could be that.
Don't give up hope, Anonymous. I hope that it works out for you. If that's how you feel, though, it is what it is.
If they said ew when you said it, then that's like, okay, give up hope, dude.
I've
like,
gotta leave.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, that could have been bad, but
if they're like, oh, gross, dude, the fuck.
So hopefully,
then
fine.
Leave.
All right, you want to do one or two more here and then keep it moving?
Yeah, I got one right here from an anonymous author. This one is this might be a bit older than some of our younger viewers here. If you don't remember a show called Celebrity Deathmatch that used to come on MTV, then you might miss this one.
I was not allowed to watch it, but I do remember it.
This one says, if you could be on Celebrity Deathmatch, who would you fight?
Oh man, I don't like these questions where it's making me fight someone. I don't have
Making
beef
fight
with
a
any
celebrity.
celebrities, honestly. Let me think about it.
Fight.
Wale, says Markov.
Nah, we're a Wale positive
Yeah,
stream now, man.
We've
I actually-
reconciled. You
I
know.
like Wale a lot now that I've gate kept him from anime.
I'm trying to think of celebrities I have beef with off top. Tyga.
Celebrity.
I'd fight Tyga or Justin Bieber.
Fight Tyga.
Yeah, I'd fight Tyga. I
Oh,
guess.
Skrelly. Oh, yeah. I'll fight Skrelly. He's
Yeah.
a bastard, actually. He did some fucked up shit.
I told you, Chat, that one of my crowning accomplishments is Skrelly told me in a Discord chat, voice chat, that he thinks I'm a fucking idiot one time. I was arguing with him one-on-one. So I kind of
You're a
already had a
fucking
celebrity death match with Martin Shkreli, and he told me I'm a
Nice.
fucking idiot. So he's in prison now, and I'm not.
yeah. How to turn tables. Yeah. That's it, man.
Kevin Abstract? Why Kevin Abstract get the
Just gonna
smoke?
square up with KA.
Well, he's ripped now, actually. He probably beat my ass.
Damn, is he ripped now?
Yeah,
That
he's
sucks.
shredded now.
I hate when people get ripped because it's like, oh, I got to think about it now. Right now, I've always wanted to fight a bunch of people, but who do I hate right now that I want to fight?
The pro golfer Justin Thomas says Wu-Tang.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that person specifically, but yes. Man, I would definitely want to take a swing at Yeet right now, man. Just because he's
so hot?
he's just too happy and having a good time, man. Like
Music
let's
industry is
just
not
fight
fun.
Yeet. Yeah, he's having too much fun. Let's go fight Yeet, man.
All right, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hope that cleared some things up for you all, chat. We got one final question here that's a pretty good one. Owen, what is your favorite gig you ever DJ'd? Tony, what is your favorite show you ever performed at? All right. I've got two that come to mind. One was like my 5th DJ gig ever. It was at the Six Corner intersection in Wicker Park in Chicago, which is like a legendary intersection. It was in this building that's like right on the corner overlooking the Six Corner intersection. It was shoddy as fuck, and it was like 600 people capacity. All the other DJs were too fucked up to perform, and they were running behind schedule, so I was supposed to perform later in the night. But the promoter was like, and I was like 18, and the promoter was like, who's ready right now? Like, we got to open the doors. Like, who's
We
gonna
gotta
perform
go.
right now? And I was like, I can do it because I was smooth operator at the time. I knew how all the tech work and shit. And so I started DJing. It was like, you got to understand, Chad. It was 2012. Chief Key, Don't Like, Flosstradamus Original Dawn remix. Moombathon was just being discovered. Trap music was just getting picked up. It was the Good Summer releases were coming out from from Good Music and shit. It was like a really good moment in time for like turn up party music, and I had that shit jumping, and there was it was something like from a Disney Channel movie, dude. A literal like breakdancing circle broke out in front of the DJ booth while I was spinning, and it was like this Project X shit in the background, and people were literally like doing high-end breaking and like spinning and like handstands and shit in front of the shit. And then the party got shut down like 45 minutes into my set, and I was the only one who got to perform. That was pretty tight. I also did like a warehouse party at this artist loft on my 22nd birthday. That was really cool. And there were like live birds in cages, and it was like this massive warehouse. That shit was tight.
What?
So, yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, that was tight.
Doesn't sound like it's in Chicago. Well, let me see. My favorite show would have to be, man. Okay, so this is in the middle of my like freshman year of college. Well, kind of towards the second semester or whatever. We are going on tour with like MIA and all this shit, and we're hitting the road hard. My high school was kind of they were kind of not fucking with, you know, what I had to offer, you know. Like the girls liked me, but like a lot of dudes would hate on me, man, and be like, oh, he's got this tight pants, and I was wearing like Bapes and shit. They're like, fake Air Force Ones.
Right.
Those are fake Air Force Ones.
time.
You broke bitch, fake Air Force Ones. I was like, no, these are cooler than Air Force Ones. But you know, everybody's kind of hating and shit. And then freshman year of college, we're on tour with MIA, and we get our show in Chicago at the House of Blues, man, and like it is sold out, crazy, cracking. Tons of people from my high school were going like to see MIA and shit and all this stuff, and like we were really like doing pretty good right then and there too, man. So like it was very popping for us to come there, and I got to perform, you know, in my hometown, and like MIA like came on right like at the end of our set and like was on stage with us a little bit and shit. So everybody got to see like this dude from our fucking school is actually fucking cool.
Wu-Tang Dan says he was front row.
Right? You remember that shit, man? House of Blues,
dude,
man.
That's like some Disney Channel shit too. That you're like, now
crazy.
you all will see me in my true form. You know.
That's right,
cool.
man. So that's my favorite show. It felt really good to just do my hometown, man, and have a show in my hometown for the first time when like I felt like I actually did something and like was acknowledged by, people outside of my hometown that necessarily didn't acknowledge me at first. So
that's awesome, man.
It felt good.
Okay, sick.
Full circle moment right there.
All right, good questions today, everyone. We hit a wide range of questions: music industry shit, love and relationships, and just outright shit posting. So, fuck yeah. All right, on that note, I think it's time to start the news real quick. We got the sudden death unlock in the corner. I'm just saying, there's going to be some sudden death where the articles that we're covering tonight. So, you want to see us make a full song live in under 30 minutes? Let's hit the sub goal. Meanwhile, we got plenty of news to talk about. Should we just get right into it?
Let's go.
All right, check it out. Up first, we got some drip news. First time in a little while. White Castle links with Puma for slider-inspired sneaker. Need it or keep it?
Mm-hmm. All right, there they go, huh?
It does kind of embody the je ne sais quoi of White Castle. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Somehow, though, some way, because I would like to see a little blue on there for the White Castle, but I do see the burger colors.
There's
and
burger, grease, and cheese color on here for sure.
definitely bowel movement colors on there, too, after you let that slide out of your stomach as well.
The silhouette isn't bad, in my opinion. I'm not really enjoying the mustard, diarrhea, brown, flesh pink tones to it, though.
Are these Pumas?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Yeah, that's a cool Puma mold. I do like that mold. Nothing wrong with that. Color's a little weird. White Castle's always a little weird, but not a bad shoe overall. I'm not
White Castle's
completely hating on it.
Yeah, I give this one a solid 5 out of 10.
5. That's what I was about to say. That was just a 5.
Easy 5. It's not offensive to me, but I don't really like it. So
Nah. I'm not going to like choose it if I have choices, but if somebody is like, yo, take this and wear it or die, I'll be like,
sure.
I'd rather not
If
die.
White Castle paid us a menial sum of money for a sponsored stream, would you wear these?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How much is menial? What are we thinking here?
I don't know.
Menial sum. Like $20? I'm like, no, fuck you, White Castle. Get out of here, man.
Newsfo Shiz says the White Castle Kicks rating on the Mystery School shoe index is a 46.7 out of 10. I would say that's exactly accurate. I totally agree. These shoes are grossly mid, says Crash Fleet.
Yeah, they're just mid. They're not like terrible.
Who doesn't love a dope food and sneaker collab? I would go so far as to say most people on average don't love that. Dude, what happened? I feel like about 6 months ago, every other stream we had a new fast food shoe collab. What happened? Did like the shoe food economy change?
Yeah, I guess that train pulled off, man. And I guess if you weren't on board early enough, then you got left behind, man. But unfortunately, White Castle is just the latest victim of that trend who are going to get left behind because I don't think these are going anywhere, man. They kind of missed the boat on that.
They did. If they dropped these peak collab era, then maybe people will be fiending over them. NasZilla with the first time chat says, those shit ugly AF. Yeah, agreed. Wearing these to the world's biggest White Castle in Orlando is a flex, though. Yeah, you might get robbed for them there.
Yeah. There we go. White Castle mid shoe right there. Nothing too crazy to talk about there. They are just very bowel movement colored for the most part.
Chef I Cook says, I'm waiting for that off-white Church's Chicken collab. You know,
it's coming soon.
I could see that. Hippie Rhetoric with the gifted sub. Just big booty
Thank you,
stoner
Hippie
chick
Rhetoric.
420. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. How big even is the biggest White Castle? Asked Couch Crumb. Let's see.
The biggest White Castle is actually in England,
castle.
Boy. That shit is in the UK. And the Queen owns it.
Shit, it's actually really big. Well, actually, it's not that big.
Surprisingly normal size, says Ripples, believe it or not.
It is, like, the biggest White Castle is the size of, like, a normal large restaurant.
Yeah, that's a normal large. Is there a drive-through still on this, or they just they did away with that?
I think this is like a double lane drive-through right there. I've seen regular restaurants that are approximately this large.
Yeah, I definitely seen small churches that are that size too, so it's not that big.
Interesting. All right, well, Shout out White Castle. As I've said on the stream before, it has the highest ratio of enjoyment to how awful I feel immediately after eating out of any fast food I've ever had. It's like delicious, and then approximately 2.5 hours later, it's like molten lead in your stomach.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, man. Like those first couple seconds of tasting it, good. But then once you think about what's happening and your body realizes what's happening,
reacts.
it rejects it and it starts to hurt.
White Castle literally ratioing you, says Young General, so that's true.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ever been to the world's largest Culver's? I've never even been to the world's smallest Culver's. I've never been to one in general.
I've been to regular Culver's, and it's whatever.
A small White Castle the size of a large White Castle. True. All right. Well, speaking of shoes, disgusting habits, and fast food, check this one out, everyone. Up next. Man orders shoes from ASOS, but is disgusted to find used pants and dirty tissue in box.
That's cool. Is this a new trend of like shipping fulfillment people just like stealing shit
Just
and then placing garbage in the
Spitting
boxes?
in your box and shit.
Because I like this trend,
Yeah, it's
honestly.
kinda
If this
fire.
is about to keep happening, I like this.
Also, no disrespect to our 19-year-old friend here that has been left extremely distressed. Why did he need an article written about this? He was like, man, I got a snitch.
I found used pants and dirty tissues.
I guess this is pretty bad, but like, if it was like common,
It's like customer service. Like, feels like customer service could have took care of this without making an article about it.
So let's see. Maybe there's. Oh.
He put on gloves.
The shoes were still in there, but there was just some used boxers with some shit stains on them, and
Now,
a
why
small
would
tissue.
somebody do this? Is what I really want to know. What was this just a prank, or did that accidentally fall in there?
I don't know, man. To take off used underwear and leave it in there with the tissue strikes me as pretty deliberate. You don't like accidentally fall out of them, but
Yeah, because those are underwear, so they had to be taken off under pants.
D-Block says, nah, it's porn for the guy. I mean, I'm sure that there's someone out there who's like,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave this rancid shit in there and I'll just think about it and get all turned on.
I can't wait until that unlucky customer gets this box of surprises.
dude, they're just edging, waiting for the article to go up because they knew they would make the Mirror would make a post about it.
The real criminal here probably is at home, like copy pasting this and printing it out on his walls and just like jerking off to it in the mirror, man. Like, oh, I did it.
The student says he's been left extremely distressed after allegedly discovering a pair of used boxers and dirty tissue in his ASOS parcel. Tal Kirk of Collingham, Nottinghamshire, purchased a pair of new black boots from the online retail giant earlier this month, but he says he was in for a nasty shock when the shoes arrived. According to the 19-year-old, the shoes, which he said had already been worn, were accompanied by some unexpected black boxers. Repulsed by his discovery, the law student donned protective gloves to investigate further and realized that the pants had been worn. It was at this point, Ty says he also spotted the tissue with the contents of the parcel
Tissue?
leaving him disgusted.
So they wore his shoes. Oh, what if they like got naked in their little underwear and like put them on and then put the shoes on, stomped around in them, sneezed in a napkin, and was like, and then put it all back in the box and was like, "Fuck you, man. Here you go."
Yo, also, they did kind of fuck him, though. This is probably why there's an article. After complaining to the online retailer, Ty claims he was offered a £100 gift card but chose to decline the compensation, and they wouldn't offer him a refund.
You can get $100, bro, but we ain't giving you your money back.
Damn, D-Block says there's enough DNA in there for a case. That's true. They could go after the shoe sneezer boxer dropper criminal.
What do y'all think the motive was? Was it just sheer chaos or
sexual
what,
gratification?
man?
Probably.
Oh, just some kind of niche kink that this person is into.
Those are high-heeled Chelsea boots. He got what he deserved, says Watermelon Bro.
Damn,
Hey,
facts,
The
Watermelon Bro.
It's going to brunch in Brooklyn with those on, man. Hate crime. Couch Crumb says true. Wow, we've got some Chelsea boot haters in the chat. I haven't even seen a pair of Chelsea boots in years at this point. Are people still rocking those? Looking like Brooklyn brunch guys, you know?
I haven't seen the Chelsea boot in a bit. I think that the common man got wind of the jokes that were being cracked on those and was like, you know what? I won't be the butt of the joke today,
Wearing
my man.
The Chelsea boots, those Moto jeans.
And a very nice khaki colored trench.
Yes, and like a long cut deep V with like a big fedora.
You could do big fedora, or if you're a bald guy, you do the wool beanie, the nice casual wool beanie.
Who's Chelsea anyway? I don't really have a beef with Chelsea boots. I've never worn a pair. I don't even really perceive them, honestly. The future top hat, exactly.
I got a pair. I got a pair here. I don't wear them because of just the I just look at them and I'm disgusted, man. And I'm sick of them. But they're here, man. I don't know why they're here. I guess sometimes you gotta go to like funerals and shit. Like, do y'all just have like clothes for like those real life events that like
you break out the Chelsea boots for the funeral?
Yeah. Like, cause my wardrobe is mainly like a lot of casual shit, like a lot of sneakers, jeans, t-shirts, hoodies, all that type of shit. So I gotta keep a couple like dress up things for like, I gotta go to fucking court, or funerals here, gotta go do that.
I have one black button up shirt for sad bad occasions, and I have one white button up shirt for good happy occasions.
Dude, I got one black suit, so if more than one person dies in a couple months span, I got the same fit, man. I don't know what to do for y'all, man. Like,
we saw you wearing this at the last funeral.
Like, well, stop dying so fucking much then, man. What you want me to do?
Wearing a weak fit to the funeral is disrespecting the dead at this point.
You deserve to be haunted, honestly. But
you wear the Chelseas to my funeral, I'm haunting you off top, says Ray J.
It will said, if someone wear Chelsea boots to my funeral, they lucky I'm dead, or else I'm kicking their ass.
Couch Crumb asked, y'all never had a breakup fit?
A breakup? So you get dressed to go break up with somebody?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I have consciously donned a breakup fit before. It was like a bad fit that was like, you're not gonna miss this. So you did the opposite. You didn't want to leave her with a bad taste in her mouth. Like, girl, he's so cute today. I hate that he broke up with me looking so sexy. Yeah, no, I was like, I look like shit, dog. Like, you're not gonna miss my presence in your life at all.
Farting on yourself, walking up to her, scratching like, yep, you don't want this, do you? Not missing much here.
I look like shit, dog. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, Obey Hat, it's 989.
Cool. Well, guys, break up with people in person if you can. Please don't text people a breakup. That hurts their feelings so much. Just meet them up in person, or at least call them on the phone. Yeah. All right. That's all I got to say about that.
Put on the true religions for the breakup fit, says Big Fucks. The reverse peacock method, says Laker fan. Exactly. Yeah.
I just go to the flea market, grab a bunch of fake Versace and shit, and look like a coke dealer or something, and then go break up with somebody. Then they'll be like, I won't miss that. He stinks like fucking Jupe cologne.
Alex Coy said, "Just forget about me, Shotty. I'm no good," with a monkey smoke emote. True. All right. Well, maybe you should donate your Chelsea boots to one lucky subscriber from Mystery School stream today.
No, I got to keep those in case I got to do some shit that I don't want to do, like go pay a ticket or, hit up a funeral for fun, man. I got to keep them Chelsea boots, sadly.
Well, anyway. All right, well, why are they saying Jupe in the chat?
Oh, that's the cologne that I was talking about. Jupe cologne. Smells like, I don't even know how to describe what that smells like, but it was cheap smelling shit, man. It's not good.
Why did Philanthropist say, pooping, farting, I feel like the goat? The music stopped when I said that too. Yo, pause. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. Sorry, that distracted me a lot. How about this? Speaking of breakups, PlayStation to die out in a decade, says analyst.
Oh, what?
On
PlayStation,
they have no chance of competing. What? Why? Why would you say this?
The dudes who got a system that I can't get for the next 3 years are going out of business? I don't believe that,
dude, Xbots in the chat fucking rubbing their hands like Birdman right now.
Right, who's going to take them out? Nintendo Switch?
Yeah.
They're going to make another Animal Crossing? No, PlayStation's living forever, man. You guys are sick.
My guess is they probably have some sort of like niche hardware production reason for this, that like they're not going to be able to keep up with a semiconductor microprocessor production or something like that.
And dude, if this turns out to be true in 10 years, we're going to look so fucking crazy. Dude, I'm going to have to eat these words that I'm saying right now.
They're going to pull up the VOD, dude. It'll be hosted on YouTube in a cryogenic chamber. Damn. All right, let's see what the thesis is here. To say that PlayStation has had a good run in the console industry is an understatement. While Sony may not have been making all the right decisions in the past few years, the PlayStation is still alive and well, but not for long, apparently. As reported by comicbook.com, respected industry analyst Michael Patcher says he believes PlayStation is on borrowed time and may die out in 10 years. They can't compete. They have no chance of competing, he says. Last year, we saw the release of 2 new generation consoles from Sony and Microsoft, but Sony's possible downfall can also be contributed to decisions it made in recent years, like failing to order more consumer-friendly features similar to those found on Xbox.
What Xbox wrote this article? I could picture
Xbox wrote
just
this article.
a physical Xbox typing this. Like,
Yeah, PlayStation's gonna die because they're sucking. They're not nice to their consumers.
With features like multi-platform crossplay and more notably Xbox Game Pass, you're not only getting current-gen performance and graphics, but also have access to a vast and growing library of games at a very friendly price. In addition to that, we've also been seeing exclusive big-name releases like The Elder Scrolls 6 on Xbox, which makes it harder to root for PlayStation. There are rumors of Sony releasing a similar service to Xbox Game Pass. Perhaps this could help increase the value and shelf life for PlayStation. That's the only context. Okay, so just a wild assertion. I mean, that is, I guess it's true that PlayStation is kind of behind the curve on some stuff, but, like, I don't know if I'd go so far as to say, like, oh, they're fucked, dude. It's over for them forever. Like, they're still owned by Sony.
yeah, I will say that the PS5 is their most annoying release that I've ever seen in my fucking life,
That's
man.
true.
This has been a very annoying PlayStation release. And if any system neck and neck with it would emerge in the next couple days, I would definitely buy that and leave PlayStation in the fucking dust because of all the bullshitting they've been doing with the supply chain stuff. And like, why don't I have a PS5 yet?
Yeah,
dude?
they're
Like,
still
this
taxing
is-
hardcore. But I mean, that's
this
the
is
same for
fucking
Xbox
sick,
too.
man.
Xboxes are
No,
still being sold
you
for
can
like
get those
$200.
Xboxes. I've
Really?
seen those Xboxes in stores. Like, you can
Damn.
get those. Those are around, and you can order those online. Like, Xbox is already caught up. They're already ready to sell their next gen system.
Oh, wow.
PlayStation 5 is still just doing that same little dance and evasion thing they've been doing for the past 2 years.
Huh, okay. I was hoping the Stream Deck was the next big thing, but sadly it isn't. Dude,
Oh no, that's a piece of
like,
shit.
yo, not to sound all boomer and hoity-toity console warsy, but like, just get a. Well, it's easier said than done because they're really expensive. But ever since I got a gaming PC, fuck consoles, man. Like, I have no reason to play a console, and I only play niche, weird, like neurotic games anyway. So I don't really even want a console from the current gen. And also, Windows is kind of stepping up. There's like crossplay between Microsoft or like any Microsoft games.
Yes.
You know, so like I can use this Xbox Series X controller to play Dark Souls on my PC or like Elden Ring on my PC. That's really nice. So
Dude, what I was about to say about Microsoft too is like, to be a primarily computer company, if they wanted to turn Xbox into like a gaming PC console hybrid thing, which I think they're probably about to like lean into, they'll take this shit over, man. Like, you don't count Microsoft out just yet.
Yeah,
Remember
for real.
that they are a fucking computer company. They are not just Xbox.
Yo.
They can flip the switch and turn that shit up whenever they want to.
Markov says,
You Xbots can't argue facts. Saving lives, my job. Console wars, my hobby.
I saw Chubsy Wubsy say earlier that the doctor who got fired for saying that shit is definitely punching the air right now as analysts predict that PlayStation will just go extinct.
Dude lost his whole license to practice medicine off that one video, man.
A7 says, Microsoft wrote the article and paid Owen. It's true. I'm on the big Microsoft payroll. Young Skirt.
We got the Skirty one in the house.
Welcome back.
Skirty one, what's up, my boy?
Legend
man?
in the Mystery School stream right now. Young Skirt, thank you for 23 months, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in, bro. All right, let's keep it going. We got some fucking time news, some government news, real hard-hitting investigative topics here on the Mystery School stream today. Actually, a kind of a W, man. U.S. Senate approves bill to make daylight savings time permanent. I thought this was a joke at first, but it's real.
So, I'm sure they'll tell us in the article, but does that mean we keep the hour or we have to relinquish the hour they stole from us, or do we get that hour back?
I
No.
think we just permanently live in the world where the hour's stolen. I think.
I don't like that. I want the hour back, and then I want to live in that world, if that could be
Yeah,
possible.
that actually
like.
does sound nicer. I hate daylight savings time, man. I hate moving the clocks forward and back. It confuses the shit out of me. Everyone hates it. You wake up all disoriented and you miss a meeting or like a Zoom call or some shit. You want to hear my solution? Split the difference. It's now just 10:30 everywhere. Just split the difference between the hour. Most chaotic solution that we can possibly have.
Yeah, like, we ain't no fucking farmers, man. Unless you are a farmer out there, then I respect you and thank you for your service. But if you're not a farmer, like, we don't give a fuck about, like, the hour of crop yields, man. Like, it don't matter. All our plants are grown by AI robots now anyway.
Candy Drip says, I do be farming. Yeah, crops being grown by robots, they can't even perceive time. So it ends the twice annual changing of clocks in a move promoted by supporters advocating brighter afternoons and more economic activity. The Senate approved the measure called the Sunshine Protection Act unanimously by voice vote. The White House has not said whether Biden supports it. That's crazy. They're passing laws that fuck with time itself at this point. I didn't realize that was
fucking with the fabric of time right now.
Yeah.
Can we not? We got enough problems on our hands.
The change
man.
would enable children to play outdoors later and reduce seasonal depression, according to supporters. Pardon the pun, but this is an idea whose time has come. We should not have kids going to school in the dark. So yeah, we lose the hour forever, essentially. But then it just becomes normal because we don't ever gain an hour again to lose it again later. So I'm okay. I like this.
Fine. I'll take it, man, because when you do get that extra hour in the middle of dreary death winter when nothing even matters anyway and you're just about to die regardless,
Right.
I get that extra hour. When is it? Like January something or February something? When does that extra hour come, man?
No, I try to not perceive it at all.
I'm just always like, oh, the clock, I got another hour. But they're still kicking you out of the restaurant at the same time. The show that you were watching is still going off in 30 minutes, and nothing really changes. But when they steal that hour, I feel that, though, because it's like, damn, I got to wake up an hour earlier now. This sucks.
Yeah, it does kind of suck. As long as they stop moving it forward or backwards, I'll just adjust to it, and it's fine. It's probably fine. All right, well, there's your time news for the day. The U.S. federal government is passing laws messing with the fabric of time. So it's all good here on the Mystery School stream. I think we should gamble, but we forgot. I like you looking earnestly at the camera with that filter on. Just like normally hosting the show.
Yeah, we should gamble. We should definitely gamble.
Anyway, we didn't set a let us in your fucking house
prompt
today.
Oh, no. All right. What should it be today, man?
Anyone have any suggestions in the chat for what it should be today?
What y'all want to show us, man? What you guys got?
Can we get some let us in emotes in the chat, too? What kind of thing you want to specialize in today? I
Kicks
think
of Flare, you think anything?
the shiniest thing? How about our feet, says Big Fucks hornily.
How about our feet? Oh, God, man.
How about
What?
everyone just post their stinkiest foot photo in the Discord?
Oh, my God. That might get us a lot more viewers than we're thinking.
Yeah.
We probably bring the foot fetish crowd out in droves. if
Dry
we just did
things, the most
a whole
haunted
foot
things.
stream.
Lettuce.
Show us your speakers. Okay.
Show us your feet.
Yeah, you guys really want to see those feet. Not today. No feet, man.
Yeah.
Hey, nah, I just got a petty with
Green
my
things?
girl. Couch Crumb, congrats.
Yeah, I got a pedicure on my birthday. Anna took me to get a pedicure. That was only the second one I ever got in my life. My shit's still shining, honestly.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck right now. Like, when we go get pedicures, they last like fucking 6 months, man.
Yeah,
like, I got a pedicure a couple months ago. My feet still pretty as hell,
Yeah.
man. My shit looking great.
Mine are
But
still reflecting the lights from the stream back into my eyes and stuff.
girls, though, girls got to get a pedicure every 48 hours or else, like, the wolves will start showing up. Like, sorry, but
Show us the inside of your
This is different.
fridge, says for the love of Ray J.
I like that one.
Actually, fuck it.
Yeah.
Show us the inside of your fridge on today's Let Us In Your House.
All right, let's do the fridge, y'all. Let's see what you got in your fridge. Post those pictures in the Discord general chat. We'll be pulling those up in a moment. But for now, let's get a gamble going for all my gambling addicts out there that just can't resist.
Yes, time to itch and scratch and say just one more time to make it all back.
That's right, man. All right, let's do a 3-article gamble here. Started off with 3 articles. Let's see if we will see a person. Let's see a person looking at something in their hand. It could be a phone. It could be maybe they got a camera. Maybe they're taking a picture. Maybe they're reading a book or looking at their drink they're about to consume. Let's see if a person is looking at a thing in their hands. 3 articles. Honestly, I'll let ads fly too because I want to see this economy grow a little bit.
Okay.
So ads are included.
Yeah, we're going to need a lot of points in the pot too, please. There's recession. There's inflation. Channel points, inflation are going crazy. I believe it's 7.9% right now.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up and get this thing back on track.
We've got some interesting things in the Discord already. I'm excited for this. Holding a child? That would count because they would be
That would
looking
count
at it.
if they're looking at it.
Yeah, that's true.
Big Fuck says, do girls like guy feet the way guys like girl feet? No.
I don't
No.
like feet on anyone.
They don't.
I don't perceive feet. I have a hard time differentiating between an aesthetically appealing foot and a
I feel
sexy
that.
foot.
I feel that the highest I can do is tolerate a nice foot. I can tolerate it. If your
Yeah.
feet suck though, I don't want to perceive those.
Yeah.
Just please socks on and leave them away from
probably
me, man.
perceive like the top 1% sexiest foot and be like, all right, that's kind of a nice foot. And then I can only perceive like gremlin feet of like, oh God, and anything between that is just like a normal foot to me, you know?
And yeah, it's a lot of normal feet. But no, if it's a very beautiful foot, I guess I'll tolerate it, but I don't necessarily want to like, you know, sex it or like rub my member in between the toe curves and like, oh, give me that foot, girl.
Damn.
You know,
Anyway.
that's a thing,
No,
right?
surely it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, but nah, the feet are they're pretty just unperceived by me.
Crash Fleet says Chelsea boots are great for business casual. Stop hating on them, while
No,
proudly holding up a brown Chelsea boot.
I told you what I got Chelsea boots for, man. I wear those to like events where people died, bro. Like, I think they at least got that level of respect to them. Where I'll wear them if you died.
Here's Kufu posting some things. Wait, what is all this?
This your refrigerator?
What
This is a whole like skincare routine kit.
Nice. Oh, self-care.
What's that shampoo? Okay.
Got some Pessy, some milk, some
What's
eggs.
those? What's that brown bottle at the bottom left corner? Is that three bottles
I think
there?
these are, I think it's vitamin water, maybe like chicken stock or something.
Oh, they look like just bottles of brown.
Kufu, thank you for sharing.
Cool,
Charlie Torque
cool.
says work fridge.
Oh, the mini fridge. What's that on top of it? Is that a margarita mix pack?
I can't tell. Is this Worcestershire sauce?
Yeah, that's Worcestershire.
We got some
Some golden brown orange juice made from concentrate for sure. That's not organic.
golden brown. Yeah, this is meal prep going on in here. Nice, I like it. I would put.
Steal your coworker's food if you bout it.
Oh, your Cole posts.
Oh man, you
What is
living
this?
like, damn girl, you live like this?
What is this small jar?
You just refrigerating your wax concentrate?
Bottled brown.
Damn, shorty, you freezing a glass up there by itself with nothing in
Is
it?
that live resin? I wonder what that is. The Gatorade Zero has already been like 3/4 drank.
My concern is the empty glass up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Like, what was that even about?
My mom's fridge from college, now my college fridge. Oh, okay, that's immediately more acceptable.
Oh,
Understand.
inheritance. Got you.
Nonus.
Wow.
Damn.
This is a stocked fridge right there. All right.
What is this? Is this kombucha?
That looked like damn near seltzer water from the source or
Wow,
something.
those look extravagant. And you got some jams over here.
Expensive. All right, that's a stocked, healthy looking fridge right there.
These are
salute.
polar opposites. This fridge.
Damn, shorty, you live like this. Damn, shorty, you
Damn.
live like this.
Oh my god, this is I'm very curious what this is. I see some natural separation. Maybe it's like a juice or a kombucha or something.
Maybe a fine wine. I don't
that's
know.
Nice. Bob Egg says made a charcuterie board.
Yeah, that's charcuterie for sure.
This is 2 Coors Lights, candy strips, chips, nibs of sour rope, and Girl Scout cookies.
What are those 3 multicolored squares at the top left?
Some sort of Rice Krispie treat, I believe.
Oh, I thought those is like salami cuts or something, like different meats.
Is this real?
Cut in
Is this
squares.
really your picture, Bob?
You look like you about to have fun, I guess.
This
but
does look like a fun meal, but I'm scared of it, honestly.
the health, no, but the fun, yeah.
I'm
Looks
eating it
fun.
right now, says Bob Eggs. Washing it down with the 2 ice-cold Coors
Ice
Lights.
cold Coors, yeah, that's tight.
Damn.
All right.
Explosive diarrhea. All right, Bob Eggs, man, enjoy the meal here. And then Kilogrammer with a very, I feel like, just
A balanced
average
fridge.
American balanced fridge here.
You drinking? What's that creamer in the bottom left
Silk
corner?
almond something.
Is that that's that
creamer.
coffee creamer?
Yeah.
You got some Simply Orange right there. I don't like I want Simply Lemonade or Limeade.
Nice.
I don't like their variations.
Ah, okay. Big Booty Stoner Shake 420 says, y'all wild. Yo, the Bob Eggs charcuterie is just etched into my mind right now.
Speaking of, Maker Gaines said, I know I'm old because that would destroy me. Maker Gaines would see the end of his days if he ate
Me
those
too.
Twizzlers and cheese nibs and shit,
Me
man.
too, man. My stomach is not what it once used to be. All right. Well, thank you for posting that, everyone. I'm sure we'll throw back to that in a little bit once we do another gamble here, no matter what. So,
Fire.
for now, what do you think, man? We're already like 45 minutes into the stream. Actually, more like an hour into the stream.
Yeah, I think more.
Jesus Christ.
More than that.
Should we activate the bangers only, or should we get through some of the more newsy articles first?
let's bang them out. Why not, man?
All right.
It's the Mystery School stream on a Wednesday.
Let's do it. Cheese 1000 in the chat says
Post recent checks next with your ID too.
And social security numbers if you all don't mind.
All right. Well, if you want to go ahead and drop that.
Let's go.
All right. Anyway, we got more, I guess technically a little bit of government news here. You know me. I don't like statistics, but I do like statistics when they kind of show us how people feel about things. Like some of my favorite things we talked about on the stream are every year when Pornhub releases that report of like the most searched things by each state. I love data like that,
that's
man.
good data.
I wouldn't say I'm not necessarily like a data-driven guy, but when we get to visualize how people feel about things, that's exciting to me. This next one I thought was pretty interesting. People are really bad at estimating America's demographics, according to a poll that was conducted by YouGov America, which shows American estimates of different things. So let's open this in a different tab so we can look at this big picture. So the red number is the true proportion, and the right number is the blue number is the estimated proportion, what people think the number actually is. So off top, people think that 20% of households in America have a household income of over $1 million. Turns out it's 0%, aka less than 1%. You're wrong about that, for
That's
sure.
very wrong.
Not even sure how to rectify this next one. I don't know how to do the data on that. Household income of over $500,000 is 1%. They thought that shit was 26%. Wow.
Wrong again.
Some of these are really surprising to me. I would not have estimated this high, but I had no idea about some of these.
Yeah, especially the money ones. I knew that. I was like, nope. Everybody's not a millionaire. That's 1%, and 500,000 is still 1%. Because 100,000 is like the top 10%.
And like off rip though, I'm very skeptical of some of these numbers. I would need to see the source on like what they're pulling from each of these statistics. Like how are they? Is it like a census that counts how many Muslim people there are in America or something? Like, I don't know where these numbers are coming from. Like, I think the transgender one being 1% is dubious. I definitely don't think that that's true. I didn't verify the source here. This could just be like a right-wing think tank or something. But
I told you that only 1% of people are black in America.
The thing that I thought was really interesting about this was the estimated proportion. Regardless of the real number, I'm not going to verify any of these stats here. I can't speak for them. I didn't look into it myself. The fact that 20% of people thought that... people thought that 20% of American households had an income of over $1 million. No.
I think that opens up a bigger conversation of like people need to share what incomes and tell what they make, especially if you guys are working at these jobs and stuff where your employer doesn't want you to tell the next person what you make because they don't want to pay them and all that shit. No, tell them real secretly, man, so everybody can know what people are making, so we can adjust, because right now we're all just kind of like fumbling around blindly and letting corporations pay people just irrationally without having any data behind it.
Like Kick said, imagine if 1 in 5 people were millionaires just walking around.
1 in 5 people, literally.
This says are black 12%.
And they said 41% of people are black.
Half of all Americans are black, apparently.
Half of America just black?
1 in 5 got banned.
Holy shit.
Ironically, own a gun is one of the statistics that's more closer to reality here.
No. They're like,
yeah, motherfucker, I do own that gun, though. I ain't black, but I own that gun,
Our
man.
Democrats is one of the closest ones, too, as well as have a passport. Household income of over $100,000 is closer, too. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I owe $1 million to the IRS, boasts Kilogrammer in our chat. All right, well, interesting. I think these statistics are dubious, but the estimated proportion is still very interesting to me nonetheless. So not standing behind any of those numbers. Just wanted to share this because it is from some sort of real source, but didn't verify the source myself.
Did any of those comparisons shock anybody? Anybody surprised by anything they saw? I know definitely having a passport, I thought that would probably be like 40-50%.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, that's close, I guess.
Cheese 1000 says 100K is like $30 these days. That's true also.
are black. That definitely didn't surprise me. I feel like 12% of people are black, but
At least.
not 50% of people.
At
out
least
here, for
12%
sure.
of people are black.
Yeah,
That's
I can
probably
believe
true.
that one. I can believe that one. That's pretty believable. I don't know, man. I guess if you guys see anything else like that shocks you, let us know in the Discord.
All right.
Check it out.
All right, let's keep it going. We got the Bangers Only protocol activated. We got about 42 minutes left to unlock tonight's sudden death. We hit 60 subs up there in the corner. We're going to make a full song live in under 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we got plenty more news to talk about if you all are feeling the podcast episode today. We're activating the Bangers Only protocol nonetheless. Got a bit of a contentious one up next. Check this out. Jack Harlow stopped drinking because he doesn't feel the need to do boyish things. I'm a man, he says. Fellas, is it boyish to slam some fucking brews?
Slam a cold one with your boys, and I guess you are just a meager boy. at
Kicks the
that
Flare
point,
says,
man.
damn, I'm drinking right now. Sorry, dude. We don't make the rules. It's coming straight from the mouth of Jack Harlow here.
Me too, man. It's crazy because he was just hanging out with Drake. In Turks and
And
Caicos.
he was like chewing on himself, and his eyes were all wide.
He's having a time. I guess Molly is a bit more mature though. Like
Yes.
that's not what boys do. Boys do alcohol. Men do Molly.
Yes,
all right.
that's true.
Very true.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about off rip. Very odd thing to pinpoint on. Maybe he just needed to get in the
Maybe
news.
he's just. Is he trolling? Like
He seems like a
he's got a sense of humor,
self-aware guy, right?
Yeah, he's got a
Like-
sense of humor. Maybe he's trolling, man.
Okay. Yes, men do Molly, says Bando in the chat. Bando, what's up, man?
Men do Molly. Alcohol is for boys.
Yes. Interesting stance here on the Rolling Stone cover. Jack Harlow isn't letting anything stand in his way. Interesting way to open this. Rich Homie Doge, thank you for the.
Thank
for
you,
the
Rich
gift of
Homie.
something. In a cover story interview for the latest issue of Rolling Stone, the Nail Tech rapper opened up about various topics ranging from finding his place in the rap scene to choosing sobriety and announcing the title of the release date of his forthcoming album, Come Home, the Kids Miss You. On sobriety, Harlow, 24, told the outlet that he doesn't think he has a problem. Though he doesn't think he has a problem, he still quit drinking last year to keep his priorities aligned. I'm sick of waking up with a dry throat, sick of feeling bloated. I'm sick of the decisions I make on it. I'm in my well-oiled machine era because I can see my future in front of me, and I feel there's so many people counting on me outside of myself. There he is, being Jack Harlow.
Hey, what is this picture, man? What's going on? All right, well. Hey. all right now. Hey, now, I'm watching you.
It's White Boy Summer Part 2, says Terry Bush. Where's the bit of the where he says it's for boys? I got
Molly is for men. I want him to say that in the end of the article. Now,
If when I want to have a good time as a man, I do an eighth of Molly.
This is all just a puff piece for Jack Harlow talking about how sexy and cool he
yeah,
is.
oh, he is sexy on this. Why he got all the like Vin Diesel, fucking Die Hard 3 with a Vengeance tank tops on right now. He's looking kind of sexed up.
I think that this was a headline pick just to bait us into feeding into the Jack Harlow propaganda machine.
and we have
Fell
and we
for it,
did.
hook, line, and sinker on the
There
Mystery
we
School stream,
go.
man. Damn
There
it.
we go. He got us. Yeah. Hey, Mystery School is not immune to propaganda. We
No.
are also susceptible, just like you are.
We love
man.
propaganda here on the Mystery School stream. We'll go out of our way to talk about it. Wasn't there? Oh no, I don't even know if I want to bring that up.
Wait, did we? Where's the gamble? How'd that gamble
Oh,
do?
the
Is that
gamble
okay?
was someone looking at something in their hand. I just scrolled for the Jack Harlow one. There's nothing there, and there were no statistics. Or the statistics one didn't count, so we got two more.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Okay. All right, let's keep it moving here. We got plenty more to talk about. We're getting into a little bit of dystopian hellscape news here. Oh, no, that was 2 out of 3. Remember, I proposed that amendment for the gambling that said if there's an image in the tweet, then it counts towards the article?
Yeah, and I think that amendment should ride, man. That should definitely be a valid amendment.
Great Dane says,
I love spreading misinformation.
hell yeah. We are obfuscating the truth here on the Mystery School stream. All
Yeah.
about it.
It feels good.
Okay, how about this? Surprising absolutely no one. Interesting nonetheless. Check this out. Interest in NFTs in the metaverse is falling fast.
Can we get?
Some of you anecdotally may already have noticed that you probably are seeing just like less NFT guys on your timeline. Also, more importantly for me is like I never saw that many NFT guys on my timeline, but I would see a lot of people mad about NFTs, talking about NFTs and how much they hate them. I saw that more often than I saw
Yeah.
people actually talking about NFTs themselves.
Honestly, yeah, I definitely see. I see I see less of those people that hate NFTs now than I previously had. I feel like in the last couple months, it was like at a fever pitch of like, I'll fucking shoot you if you say NFT, man.
For real.
And now it kind of is just kind of like tapering off, and everybody's kind of just like, I don't think anybody gives a fuck about anything, man, to be honest. I mean, there's obviously people that are still going to be very polarized on either side, but that middle area of the masses where people were trying to figure out which side they were, I think everybody's just like, I don't care about either way right now. Like, let's let the corporations figure out where this is going.
That is something that I was going to say is a lot of people are talking about this because of the Google trends here for the search volume of specific words. You know, you can see here NFTs as the blue line, metaverse is the red line for how often they were being searched on Google. I think that while this is like an important, it's an important analytic, it doesn't really tell the full picture. Something that I've seen people say about this is that there's many explanations for the search volume going down. For instance, most people know, or a lot more people know what an NFT is now, right? So they're not Googling NFT or what is an NFT or where do I buy NFTs? Like the information is kind of out there in society and people know about it. The same thing happened with crypto in 2017. When everyone was learning what Bitcoin was, what Ethereum was, the search volume went crazy as everyone and their grandma was trying to figure out what a blockchain is and shit. So those search terms were nuts. Now, even though there's still plenty of people who pay attention to crypto, there's not like a massive spike in search volume for Bitcoin every time, you know, the Bitcoin price goes up because everyone knows what Bitcoin is already. So I do think, like, in my personal anecdotal experience, I think that there are less people talking about NFTs. Like the hype wave has for sure died down. And I read a couple other news sources that break this shit down. Like half as many individuals are trading NFTs now as they were in January. So there is for sure a decline in interest, but that's not the whole picture. Because now, I mean, everyone in the chat knows what an NFT is. And a couple months ago, I bet half of the people hadn't even heard the word before, you know? So there are other explanations for this too.
Yeah. And I think that it's just like you're saying about like, people kind of know what it is now, so there's no need to really search it as much. And I think that if you've peeped the trajectory of crypto and other adjacent things, it kind of seems like there's a period of huge uprise, hype, peak, kind of drops down, settles, and then it's just whoever is there is going to continue working within that realm. Those people know about it,
and they're not going to be searching for it anymore.
Yeah, and the people that are in that realm are going to just stay in that realm and continue operating there, which is, I think, man, for the best for everybody, man, because like that period of like NFTs being forced down everybody's throat and just like yelled at from every hype beast publication and every blog and every website, you know, that had a very adverse effect on, I think, what they were looking to do with the NFTs. So I think it's better that, like, you know, you guys just shut the fuck up about all this shit and just do your own thing quietly over there and don't try to involve as many people as you previously tried to.
The hype cycle dies down.
Yeah, don't try to just make everybody a part of it, because a lot of people are not going to be a part of that and they'll ruin it. So just kind of learn to enjoy things on your own and stop trying to convince other people to enjoy it with you. Like, just do your own thing.
Hold up.
Wait.
I saw an image here.
Oh, there is an image.
It appears to be... Oh, but I can't enhance.
Damn, who are they?
Oh, wait.
They're little digital fuckers.
I see big. I can't enhance.
Wait.
This guy is definitely looking at something in his hands. Look at that. He's got a little phone. He's got a little computer.
I would say so, guys. Yeah.
I can't open the image.
What the man doing? The man looking at a thing in his hands. I would have to say so, man. It looks like it to me.
Oops.
Crash Fleet said no.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to look at the articles. There were the ads in the bottom. But yeah, dude, I think
so.
You know, we went back and forth about this on the stream for a long time, whether or not brands and corporations would be able to. Cam J says, "Dude's googling NFTs." in the image.
Dude's googling.
I think it's going to be interesting to see if the mega corporations can force the issue, because just the other day, Mark Zuckerberg says that NFTs are coming to Instagram. They rebranded their entire fucking business from Facebook to be Meta, specifically to make a play in the metaverse. It's like, it would be really interesting if this is kind of one of the first major corporate techno-centered ventures that just totally fails because society rejects it. Every day I go back and forth. Every day my opinion is different.
Do you think that could happen?
Dude, I think right now, I think that the general public has won the battle being anti-NFT. I think that the general public has bullied game developers and publishers and corporations from touching NFTs. I say they won the battle though because there is still a massive war, you know, and like Facebook changed their entire company to be about NFTs. And so while the first battle has been won, or at least it seems like it's been won, the interest is dying off. A lot of corporations have kind of stopped talking about them or got flamed for mentioning them. It will for sure be tried again. I think it's going to be what both of our prediction has been. They're just going to come back in ways where like they're not being called NFTs anymore, and everyone will like slowly become more palatable to the idea.
That'd be the smartest way, man. Because like everything that people hate about them can be disguised and masked in different ways. So the part about the crypto that everybody hates. Don't use fucking crypto. Just let people buy it with their credit cards. Like there are some NFTs where you can just buy it with your fucking credit card, man. Like let people use their actual money and don't make them fucking swap out ETH and Tezos and all these other fucking cryptos. And I think that you'll probably eliminate 50% of the hate right there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think they're smart, and if corporations want to force something, they'll force it, man. Like they literally got us on Instagram doing TikToks, like not on TikTok doing TikToks, but Instagram forced us. They're like, no, you guys are doing TikTok here. Don't go do it on TikTok. You do your fucking TikToks here. And everybody's like, okay, man, just keep giving me the likes, dude. Don't take away the likes, man. And we'll do it. Like, if these corporations want to force us to do some shit, they'll do it. So, it's a war. It's not a battle.
It remains to be seen, man. I think, like I said, every day I go back and forth between, dude, this might be the first major corporate venture that flops, that people hate and the general public rejects, versus, oh no, dude, tomorrow, like when Instagram has NFTs, it's going to become more popular. Like I'm not sure, and we're going to have to keep reporting on this, but for now, just know that the search volume has gone to shit. A lot less people are talking about NFTs in the metaverse. And is it over? Probably not. But the battle for now, if you hate NFTs, has definitely been won. But it's a war out there. Keep that in mind. Speaking of things that are on the horizon, Snoop Dogg, who acquired Death Row Records recently and said that he was going to turn it into the first NFT label, has pulled key Death Row albums from all streaming services.
Now that is what I'm talking about when I say if these major corporations want to force this shit, they will force it. Snoop is obviously not a mega corporation at all, but this is just a small indicator of like, these are premier albums, historic albums that have been on streaming services since the inception of streaming services, making tons of money every year.
Yeah.
And a person like Snoop Dogg who just simply says, actually, no, I'll take these. These are now NFTs, these classic things that everybody loves and has listened to for so long and, have no actual physical stake in. Like, you don't have a CD of The Chronic, then you can't listen to it if Snoop Dogg tell you that he's taking it off of streaming. So, if big corporations do want to strong arm this shit, they will.
And it's not just the big corporations, it's the cultural actors, Like,
right.
I don't want to compare the two, but I think you all know what I mean when I say people like Gary
big
Vee,
figures,
like Snoop Dogg, these people who are championing, that are like, I'm a public figure, people follow me, people like me, or they follow what I'm doing, and I'm doing NFT shit. This, as far as forcing people to like NFTs, we're not sure what Snoop Dogg's going to do with this. But if he was to say, psych, you can only listen to this shit as an NFT or whatever the fuck, or like, I'm launching an NFT music service or something, that's I feel like that's cultural capital that's more effective than a mega corporation, or at least it's way more effective when it works in tandem with a mega corporation, right? Because then you have people who are like, oh, well, it's not Facebook calling me a fucking idiot bitch, it's Snoop Dogg saying it, and like, I like Snoop Dogg, dude, he's a classic famous rapper, I love his music, like, I'll give it a shot. I think that's one of the things that that really kind of turns the wheel over time, and it's why I describe this as a war and not a battle, that very famous artists and public figures and corporations are trying to slowly irrigate the societal attitude towards music towards this new thing that's going on. And it might not be immediately accepted because like right now I saw our chat react to this with like LLL. 5 years from now we might be like, damn, Snoop Dogg, dude, he, even though we're stuck in a new digital hell, like he sure did revolutionize the new thing that caught on, So yeah.
I think that the way that this could lean in Snoop's favor is how he decides to allow access to this music.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's like a big barrier to entry and now I gotta go get fucking Ethereum and now I gotta go pay gas fees and like it's a hard transaction to get to this music, that's a L,
right,
man.
for sure.
Like
L.
no matter how you cut it, even if he does succeed and makes money with it, that's an L because like you just put people through a whole bunch of shit that's unnecessary. Now, if he does turn it into, some type of NFT only access where it is accessible without having to do all of the like difficult shit and get a cold storage wallet and all of these crypto things that you have to do, then maybe this is in the benefit of the copyright holders, so it's like, man, music and streaming and shit, like they've been robbing musicians for a long time. That the streaming pay sucks ass. Daniel Ek or whatever his name is from Spotify clearly said, I am a tech overlord. I did not care about musicians or how to pay them when I created Spotify.
Right.
I created this as a tech application. You guys figure that shit out on your own. So if this is a way where if Snoop does find a way to put more money in the artist's pocket directly without encumbering the fans and the listeners by making them go get different cryptos and pay gas fees and shit, then that's a W for the artists and for the musicians, which I, as a musician, am always for.
Yeah, I think also one of the few pro NFT arguments that I've seen that for musicians specifically that really resonated with me that I don't really have a good counter argument for is the idea that the music will still be freely accessible to everyone.
That's true.
There's a world where it's actually considerably a better experience for people who don't give a fuck about NFTs than Spotify, where you can listen to all the music for free anywhere because it's being subsidized by the people who bought the NFTs. My guess, if you had a gun to my head right now, said predict what Snoop Dogg's going to do, I think he's going to launch some sort of service, put this catalog on it. Everyone can listen to the music for free, but people buy like fractional shares of the song. That's my guess. And then it generates more money for the artist. It kind of replaces like a publishing royalty for streaming. And it gives like this financialized like mini game for people who are really enthusiastic about like owning a piece of history or whatever, That's my guess. So while I skew mostly negative on all things that involve like totally gating things behind NFTs, I do think that it's a situation where that would actually work in favor of artists, because let's say one multi-billionaire collector, buys a fucking, one song for $1 million. The artist gets most of that revenue, and everyone else can listen to it for free because the song itself isn't locked behind the
paid
NFT.
for.
It's paid for, And that's the same for NFT art. Like, people hate NFT art and think that it's stupid, but the person who bought it, it's still freely viewable. That's what people say, like, oh, I just right-clicked and saved it. Like, yeah, you can do that, The person who owns it doesn't really care about that. So there is an interesting kind of conversation to have there about, like, by making something an NFT, it makes it free for everyone, and one person or a group of people paid for it to subsidize it, That is kind of interesting to me. I don't know how I would personally use that, but that's my guess for what Snoop Dogg's going to do personally.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely keep track of that conversation. That's super interesting to me, man. I am somehow feeling like he'll make the right decision. I don't feel like he's about to
would be surprising.
paywall. I don't feel like he's about to paywall this music that everybody has listened to for the past 30 fucking years and has grown, so many people's lives. Like he's talking about The Chronic and like real big Death Row albums. I don't think he's about to paywall that shit now. Like, all right, it's all gone. You can only listen to it if you buy the NFT. It's going to be available to listen to.
Yeah.
But somehow it might, benefit the copyright holders more on this one, man. By removing it from fucking Spotify and shit, man. I just can't stress how much that's so not fair to artists. Spotify fucking really, sucks, dude. Like,
it's really shitty.
100 fucking thousand plays, 100,000 times your shit has been clicked and listened to, and you probably haven't made $10 to $12.
Dude,
like that shit is fucking ridiculous.
I saw a
man.
reposted TikTok on Twitter today about this artist performing at South by, and he was like a really, really small artist. He just showcased at South by for some sort of like corporate private event or something, and it wasn't like a mega corporation. It was like just a corporate event, and he was like, yo, I'm going to play my new single. And right before he got on stage, he minted the song as an NFT and put the QR code up behind him during his set, like amidst the visuals. And he got like a $2,000 bid on the song while he was performing. And he was talking about like, you know, that's the equivalent of $1 million. So for those who don't know, Spotify pays 0.0036 cents per play. To make minimum wage each month from Spotify, you need like, what is it, like 1.2 million streams a month?
1.2 million
Which is like,
streams, bro.
We've talked about this before. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. It's fucking inaccessible to like almost every artist. That's like, it's borderline impossible for the average artist to make not just a living, but like any semblance of supporting themselves off of streaming. So, you know, I understand why that's appealing to artists. Like, damn, he just got paid out the equivalent of 1 million Spotify streams because one collector liked that song, and then it's still on streaming services for everyone else to listen to, you know? So I understand why, like, we ourselves being artists, we understand why people are looking for new methods like this. But, you know, there's a lot to figure out in the meantime. And to your point, I'd be surprised if Snoop Dogg just like fucked everyone involved here. I would imagine that he's trying to work on, or at least be one of the faces of this kind of new system that's trying to be developed, because everyone wants something different, except for the consumers who usually don't give a shit about this because it's convenient. You get all recorded music for $9.99 a month, right? Like, it's great. But for artists, we're suffering. We're suffering. So.
I'm telling y'all. I mean, yeah, it's cool. $10 a month. Yeah. Every song ever created in life, you got it, and you can listen to it for as much as you want, and you don't got to give a shit about it. But like, man, artists are putting in hours and hours of blood, sweat, and tears to make these songs, and like to just get smacked for them is it's kind of disheartening. But yeah, man, I think that the trend we're starting to see, like with Kanye making the STEM player and deciding to not list his album on streaming services and shit like that, man. Like, if more power players keep taking these stances, then I don't know, maybe we'll see some kind of change in this procedure.
So we do have a complete opposite follow-up to that article up next, but there are two good questions in the chat. TrapDad says, is DistroKid any better? So DistroKid is just a distributor. DistroKid is where you upload your music and then they put it on Spotify or Apple Music for you. So the things that are different are the rates between streaming services. Like Apple Music pays a little bit more per stream. Spotify's 0.0036 cents per stream. The one that pays the best actually is Napster.
Napster
pays
right?
something like a cent per stream almost.
But
it's
where the
crazy.
fuck do you see Napster, man?
Tidal pays like twice Apple Music and Spotify's.
Still a percentage of
Tidal's is very high comparatively, but other services like shit on that. And it's just still not sustainable, you know, because not that many people use Tidal. And then Rich Homie Doge says, what's the best way to support artists for real? Literally give them money directly. Like watching their streams and donating via Bandcamp, like paying more than what they're asking for Bandcamp, buying their fucking NFTs, like literally anything that is a non-taxed transaction where you're giving artists the money directly. That's the best way to support them. Streaming doesn't do fucking anything really, unless you're streaming is like, it's like a free appetite. It's like a free sample. It's like breathing air.
It doesn't really do anything for the artist directly. It's very much appreciated, but like just the way that the business is set up, it's not set up for us to benefit from that as artists. So just playing a song on Spotify, unfortunately, that's just going into the pockets of other people.
And like literally anything that you do kind of supports an artist. You know, even streaming the music, like telling a friend about it, putting it in a playlist, like that does support the artist. But if the question is, how do I directly financially support an artist the most? Literally giving them the money with no middleman, like a straight up donation, you know? Because like even merch, if you buy the merch at a venue, the venue takes a cut of the merch. They lose money producing the merch, and then they lose money distributing it to the fans. So like the merch, you're probably even at a show, you're probably losing 30-40% off top, you know, from the sale price. So the best way to support an artist is like donate to them during their streams, or like directly on Bandcamp, some shit like that. So anyway, but we're doing good. We're fine. Don't worry about us. What we're describing right now, not the financial side of it, but obviously that's part of it. the whole like how do you survive in the music ecosystem. That's why we started streaming on Twitch in 2018, because we can form real relationships with a couple hundred people, and like that's enough to keep our stuff going and keep the lights on and shit. So we're good. That's why we're huge proponents of doing shit on Twitch, is because you can actually form real relationships, So
yeah, because god damn it, definitely a million plays on Spotify still. Just it's not enough to keep a grown adult alive, man.
Right,
it's just not feasible. So as great as those numbers do look on people's Spotify when they got this a million plays here and there, that shit ain't really doing it, man. So yeah, definitely just support artists directly.
And also, Great Dane says sorry for listening to you on Spotify. Like, you can still listen to the music. It's just like
no, don't be sorry, man.
It's there for a reason, but
that's how we put out music now. Like I put it on there. I'm aware that I put music there. I know what they're doing, but like they're just not here for us. So there are better ways to support the artist than just playing it on Spotify.
Exactly.
If that is your goal, to support the artist, just investigate the other ways as well, man. Because Spotify is a bastard, man. They just take everything. So.
Speaking of, immediate follow-up article to this that's 180 degrees different. CD sales just rose for the first time in almost 2 decades.
Wow, now that's surprising.
Okay, look at this. So it's kind of funny though. So here's the graph. That's the increase. The difference between these two bars.
I thought the graph was going this way. I thought the graph was going that way. And it was like, CD sales are back up.
CDs have literally only been going down for 2 decades.
Dead, man.
But look, there was an increase in 2021 versus 2020.
Why is that, I wonder?
Dude, honestly, I think it's because of what we're talking about. I think it's because Snoop Dogg will pull the fucking Death Row Records catalog off of streaming, and you can't listen to that anymore. People, like, I think that people have gotten really comfortable to the idea that, like, I have all this music at my fingertips. You're fucking renting it. My playlist, my meticulously curated playlist on Spotify, the thousands of songs that I've listened to on Spotify, I'm fucking renting it. That shit could be gone tomorrow, and I have nothing to show for the hundreds of dollars I paid to Spotify and all of the organization I did on their platform. It could be gone overnight. And I think some people are like, dude, that sucks, man. Like, what if my favorite music gets taken offline? I can't listen to it. So a CD, it's kind of funny to say, but like it does represent ownership of the shit.
God damn.
A CD is like the anti-NFT. It's like the inverse of an NFT,
It's actually the inverse of an NFT, but like, where the shit are you gonna play it, man? Like, I know my car don't got a CD player. I know my computers don't have a CD player anymore. They kind of block that out in a way, man.
Yeah,
so
dude,
it's strange. I don't think there will be a CD comeback because like life just ain't set up for CDs anymore.
I think what we're gonna see are more people that are interested in self-custody of music. I think that means a return to downloading high-quality MP3s and WAV files. I think it means vinyl ownership, people who buy tapes off Bandcamp, and CD sales. I think that it will be kind of like a resurging underground niche. I do not see a world. I like definitely don't see a world where CDs like overtake streaming again. Streaming is only going to continue to grow. But I do think that people like us, I think a little bit younger than us, will start to be like, wait a second, we live in a dystopian digital corporate hell. I would like to own even a shred of the thing that I like. And that's what makes them buy a CD or a tape or vinyl or something like that,
Yeah, man. Just as a historic hipster myself, man, I would love to see a world where CDs and listening to them becomes the same kind of experience as like people using vinyl and stuff now. Like buy that nice high fidelity speaker system, because I used to love those like cool like high fidelity CD speaker setups with like there's multiple like trays in them and they all come out and you can put several CDs in them and shit, and the sound is really clear and cool and like high definition, and you got a whole surround sound setup to listen to like CDs and shit like people did with vinyl, man. If that did come back as the same kind of like hipster niche as vinyl, then I would be there for that. I would love to get an old fucking CD sound system and collect CDs and play them.
It is pretty niche, but I think multiple people in the chat mentioned that CDs and even vinyl now come with digital download codes as well. So I think it's kind of like the best of both worlds, like people buy it to have a sense of like, oh, tangible supporting of the artist and like a physical good that I own that like looks cool. Maybe it's got cool album art. People don't give a fuck about album art anymore, right? Because it's like just the tiny little thing in the bottom hand corner of your fucking Spotify app, you know? And then you can listen to it digitally too, but it serves as like a backup, almost like a physical backup. We got Jordan in the chat. What's going on, man? Good to see you, dude.
Oh,
Thanks
Jordan, what's up? Oh, thank you, man. Speaking of the new Cool Kids album, shout out to the new Cool Kids album, man. Real.
So yeah, I think it's getting revived like a niche, but I think what this represents is people starting to realize like, damn, I am renting my music from streaming services. I'm not paying to own all recorded music in history. I am merely paying for the privilege to access it, and that privilege can get revoked at any fucking time, you know.
Wait till you figure out that Netflix and all these other streaming services, they take away movies and TV shows all the time, man. That's why some of your favorite shows are not on Netflix anymore, because you don't own that. That goes away after the license expires.
We got kind of deep in the podcast realm of this episode. I'm personally enjoying it, man. This is a really interesting conversation.
I'm here. I like this.
This reminds me of another phenomenon that I'm sure many other people have heard about in a bunch of different ways, or you think about yourself. Just the like digitalization of life in general. When smartphones started to become really common, before iCloud was like a super normal thing that everyone had. I like was just taking photos on my iPhone, and I would lose them whenever I upgraded to my new phone. And now I realize that there's like a dark era of several years in my life where I don't have any fucking pictures or memories of what I did then, because it was kind of before shit was getting backed up. And I'm sad as hell about that, because like at the time you're just kind of like, oh, well, it's just like in the cloud or whatever, or like whatever, like it'll just be there. And shit, dude, being a music producer, one of the things I heard as soon as I started producing was, if a digital file does not exist in 3 different places, it does not fucking exist. So if anyone listening right now, you've got like important pictures or memories or movies or songs or whatever the fuck,
better
back that shit up, dude, because if it's gone, like digital life feels so real, you know, it feels like it's everywhere. It's our phone, it's Instagram, it's all this shit. These corporation servers could go offline, your data could get corrupted, your computer could break, your phone could fall in the ocean, and that shit is gone, dude. You know?
Then you don't exist.
So, like, dude, my dad, for instance, he has a bunch of photos and videos from our dive trips throughout my life since I was like 12 years old. And this year I was like, dude, I need you to send me all of those. And he gave it to me on a flash drive. I have it on my computer now, and I backed it up in like a cloud storage thing. Because I'm like, dude, if his computer broke before he gave me those, literally all of those memories would be gone. And I think the same thing kind of applies to music, you know? Like, I got a bit more into this because I'm a DJ. I need to have the files on hand. But I like download all my music, or a lot of the music, because I'm trying to play it. I'm about to start like going out of my way to download high quality versions of all the songs that I like and backing them up. So I actually have them somewhere. I'm not just renting it from someone, you know?
Man, there's people who literally are high profile DJs making $100,000 a night that don't own a song. Their whole laptop is full of just rented music that could go away instantly, and that's their entire career, man, which is insane to me.
I don't really have like a point to make other than that's just something I've been thinking about recently. Just like, if you got digital memories or like digital artifacts that are important to you, make sure it's backed up somewhere. It could be a Google Drive, it could be iCloud. Just remember what my producer friends told me. If it doesn't exist in 3 places, that shit does not exist. That's a rule that I live by. So consider downloading some actual music, buying a CD, printing out a photo, you know?
Yeah, print those photos out, man. That's the main thing. I think about too, like our parents and older generations and shit too. I think that we have like completely diminished the value of taking a picture.
Yeah.
Because we have so many fucking pictures. We take pictures all the time. I'm like, damn, I wonder, like, my parents didn't have nearly as many pictures. Like, even we have photo albums at home and like at my grandma's house. And it's just like, damn, previous generations did not have as many pictures as we take.
Yeah.
And, I think that with that, we kind of don't value them as much. So we let them just live and die.
Right.
And you're not supposed to. We should keep these pictures and find out ways to preserve these so we can prove that we were alive,
we were there,
man. Like, we were fucking here because I know I got definitely several just years of just black that are here now because I didn't save these pictures,
Same,
and
man.
there wasn't a mode to really do that I cared about. Like, I took a bunch of pictures, like freshman year of college and stuff like that. Like, everybody had those little small digital cameras and shit, and it would take those pics and put them on Facebook and upload those. But like, where are those pictures? Like, those are all kind of gone now.
Right.
So we got to just somehow prove that we existed.
Yeah.
And value our pictures a little bit more,
So-
man. All these little selfies we're taking, just
Right.
at least save them to something.
Not to sound
man.
like a fucking homesteader or something, but like there's a very real situation where, you know, some of these corporation servers go offline or our data gets corrupted or something. Like, my girlfriend helped me out with that a lot. We like print out important pictures, you know, we like framed important pictures. And when it's on your iPhone, you're like, oh, it's, you know, it's just fucking Instagram photo. Like, I just took this, it cost me nothing. But
Yeah.
the second that shit comes off the screen and you're holding it in your hands, it's like, I don't know, you know, it's a very subjective thing, obviously, but it's like more real. I lived that. That's something I remember, you know?
Man, when
Anyway.
MySpace went down, I lost. So the equivalent now that people have on Instagram of like 2 million followers. I had like 2 million followers on MySpace, dude. Like, I can't get that back for sure. And I had all types of crazy pictures and shit on there that I can never get back because MySpace died that time, man. And it fucking sucks because those were some of the best pictures that I've ever taken. I was doing shit and doing different shows and like just starting my like music career, man. It sucks that like entire sites like that can die. So
Dude.
if your shit's on Instagram, you better back that up because they could die too.
If it matters to you, you know?
They could die too,
Yeah.
man. And I wish I would have backed up like all of my MySpace shit, man, because it was a lot of really cool early stuff that I had, man, that I'll never be able to really get back again.
So, dude, all right, wow. Well, all of this came from Snoop Dogg taking albums off of streaming services to turn them into NFTs. It spawned this entire conversation.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we had that, though. Cheesecake Jimmy says, y'all are making me paranoid. So don't be paranoid. Just be proactive, man. Like, just
get that shit,
think
man.
about a world where, like, man, if the servers go offline or if Facebook shuts down, like, do I still have memories that are important to me? Or, you know, conversely, we're talking about it mostly from the perspective of music. If your favorite album got taken off of streaming services, like, how are you going to listen to it? That's much more real. Like, sometimes there's a publishing dispute or, like, a licensing dispute, and an album or a single you really loved, you can't listen to it anymore, you know? So what are you going to do about that? It's just things to think about that we kind of, in my opinion, take for granted in the digital streaming age.
Yeah.
So anyway,
fall asleep.
Anyway, quite at odds with the discussion about NFTs, but man, fucking podcast conversation today. I'm really glad about this one. I feel like it would almost be weird to just jump back into shitposting news right after this.
I mean,
I don't know.
we got some time. We got about 14 subs up there. Sudden death ain't happening tonight, so I think we're on a podcast episode. I feel like we can just kind of
unless we hit
talk how we need to.
What, the fucking 45 subs in the next 5 minutes or so? It's not looking like we're doing sudden death tonight. So we got the podcast episode going down. I think we should. I do feel like we should save some of the spiciest articles for Friday though, where we have another shot at doing a sudden death.
Let's do that. Let's be smart about this, man.
Because there are some articles here that are fire that were like really good sudden death contenders.
Let's be smart about this. Let's save
All
some
right.
of the good ones for Friday for sure.
We'll definitely save some of these. But meanwhile, thanks for hanging out during the more podcast discussion. It's been a little while since we had one of those on like the main channel Mystery School stream. Does it not show the goal anymore? I keep saving over the version that had it saved. It is deleted for now. I'm gonna fix it. It was 60 tonight. I'm sorry about that. All right. Anyway, let me try to find an article that'll take us out of the existentialism of what we just
us
talked about.
being deleted out of life because
Yeah.
we didn't save our pictures. I'm scared of that actually now.
I know what we can do. I know
It can
what
be
we can do.
forgotten real quick.
How about this one? New Women's Network logo. That's a penis.
It's a Weemus.
Yeah.
Oh, they made a balls with the W. Okay, I got it. Oh, so it's a hard ass dick in front and then a W balls.
Yes.
Wow, Women's Network. That's the graphic designer is a real
Come on,
asshole, man.
Come
on, dude.
Australians lambast government's phallic women's network logo. This was the government's doing. They were like, this does not look like a dick and balls.
Why'd they have to do the like shafty head thing though? Like I get the W, but like why they throw the shafty
They
head
could have just
on
left
there?
it at the curly W. That's innocuous enough.
I would have recognized that if they just wrapped a circle around it. I'm like, oh, Women's Network. That's a
No,
W.
make sure to add something that resembles a penis to the logo.
Wow, government. Oh, leave it up to the government to draw a dick on your network, man. They'll do it.
It's true. Anyway, let's check it out. Australians have slammed a new logo for the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet's Women's Network, describing it as degrading and tone deaf. The purple logo shows a curly purple W and a purple bar, which together carries a strong likeness to male genitalia.
Dicks, everybody,
Yep.
in case you don't know what genitalia.
Yumi Lee at the Older Women's Network described the logo as ludicrous and insulting, not unreasonable. They have designed and used a logo for the Women's Network, which, when you look at it, is so insulting to us. It just totally illustrates how out of touch they are. It's demeaning, it's degrading, it's a massive slap in the face. I thought this was satire, but it's either thoughtless or an insult. Public money was spent getting a graphic artist, choosing the designing, selecting colors, approving, painting, and publishing this logo for the Prime Minister and Cabinet's Women's Network. Poor messaging.
Oh man, it's just so vague that you can't directly be like,
Yeah.
hey, that's a dick and balls. But if you got any type of imagination, you like, that's a dick and balls. man.
Yeah, and once you get the implication, I'm sure that there are some people who are just like, oh, Women's Network logo. But then as soon as you're like, oh, well, what's the shaft? You're just seeing a dick
It's that
instantaneously.
shafty head and these raw shaved balls that are very droopy and weird too on the side.
Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
cannot
crazy.
unsee a penis now. I know that it's been suggested that this is a penis, obviously, but like this looks straight up dickular.
I would definitely like to talk to the graphic designer
Yeah.
that made this
Oh,
and just
dude.
be like, dog, what was your thought process in this creation, man? Like, tell
They are
us.
hiding out like a fugitive right now from all women on Earth, man, after having to answer for making this with public money.
Yeah, this is a silly fellow. Whoever made that, that's a silly fellow. A silly Billy made that because he knew what he was doing for sure.
General So says those balls oblong as hell. Yeah, that's true. It's also
Yeah.
a poor penis as well.
You got to get some doctors.
Dude, are they gonna narc on the person who did it? According to the department, the network champions equal opportunity on behalf of its members and is an inclusive, volunteer-based organization built by members for members. It's not enabling cultural change. It's enabling cultural change aspirations. The purpose of the network is...
Who did it?
They're not narking on who did it, man.
They not giving up their guy, huh? They probably set him up for the job and was like,
Yo, you could make the Women's Network logo a dick a little bit, man, and we won't tell anybody you did it.
Damn,
but just
come
do
on,
it for
man.
us.
We need to bring him to justice here. The review was
he'll
set up
never
last
come to
year.
justice.
Oh, wait, never mind. No, dude, they're not giving up their source.
you never give up your source, man, because how are you going to get him to do the next weird logo of a genitalia, man?
Wow. Yeah, that's
It's kind of hilarious and very, very disrespectful at the same
extremely
time.
disrespectful.
God damn it.
I would like to imagine that the person who did that, like, worked tirelessly on it. They were like, it's fucking perfect. Handed it in. Everything's great. And then he's like, wait. Hold on. It looks like a dick. Hold on. Is it already published?
No. And they were like, oh, no, it's already up. It's already on rollingstone.com, man. Like, it's out.
Tomas Might Snap says the pube on the balls is a bit much. Yeah, they do have the little curly Q on top.
They put a pube on there? I didn't see that. I didn't catch the pube. Yeah. This is silly. This is a silly Billy who did this, man.
It's also just shitty graphic design too. Like, why is this bar so much longer than the actual W? It's anyway.
Yeah, that had to be a dick. Cause like, what was the point of that? Like purple shaft. That didn't add or
Wow.
give me any more information as to what the Women's Network was, or I don't know.
Other than the vague implication of a girthy penis, that's all we really got from the logo. Yeah. Anyway, intentional
Alrighty.
dick for show, says Markov. Yeah. I mean,
Adderall nightmare the day after the blackout. Is that what an Adderall nightmare is?
you
I don't-
accidentally submit a dick as a corporate proposal.
That is an Adderall
and then it
nightmare.
gets approved.
Oh god.
All right. Well, what's the vibe are you feeling for the next article or two? I think we got time for maybe 3 more articles. Oh, speaking of, a perfect amount of articles for a gamble.
Oh wow, that's right. Let's get a gamble going in, man. We had a previous gamble of waiting to see if somebody was looking at something in their hand, which proved to be true. We found an image of that. So let's see if we can get a gamble on.
Markov says Lori Lightfoot logo.
The Lord, yeah. Well, that's our mayor. Shout out my mayor. Let's see if we can get a person in the next 3 articles that has their arms folded. Can we get a folded arms for the next 3 articles? I will include ads. You know, we're trying to get the economy back going, so there's an equal opportunity for everybody to win a little bit of cash here.
Okay, I'm with it. That sounds good. We'll also check in on the Discord, too. Today's Let Us In Your House was sponsored by posting the contents of your refrigerator in the Mystery School Discord. If you're not in there already, consider typing !Discord in the chat. While this gamble comes up, I'm just going to throw back to Bob Egg's stream meal here.
The cheese nibs, black crackers, Rice Krispie meat squares, and the Twizzlers and nibs again.
Damn, man. Bob, did you finish this? Did you finish both beers?
Show us the finished result.
Can you post the plate? Do you drink both beers with this meal, ass kicks?
Post plate, Bob Eggs. I need to see.
Yeah.
That boy over there eating charcuterie.
Feast of the Gods, Alex Coy. Anyway, the gamble's up right now. Please throw your points, please. Sub-Zero with a bunch of water bottles, Florida Natural, a basket of grapes, and some eggs.
I'm concerned about the amount of actual food I see in you guys' refrigerators. Just all beverages. Do y'all eat food?
Nick Savage has food in here.
Okay, Nick Savage got food in there. All right, thank you, Nick Savage.
There's some ballpark Franks front and center.
Thank you for eating some food here, because everybody else is just on the breatharian liquid diet, man.
Kick says Bob X is probably shitting right now. That's why he's not in the chat.
Yeah, he gonna miss this chat.
Okay, college meal plan lifestyle.
What's those things?
Topo Chico. 2 beers and
chocolate caffeine drinks.
This appears to be the Steel Reserve in the corner here.
Is that a 211? Who posted that?
Wait, it is. Risk work.
Risk work is being very risky right now. You're risky by having a 211 in your refrigerator.
The rest of it is Topo Chico, and then that is water at the bottom there too.
Maybe a friend left that 211 in there. It's probably not his.
Kicks. You know, he's got some bananas. He's got Land O'Lakes butter, eggs. Some greens.
Balanced diet.
Balanced diet.
Not just a bunch of water and beer and 211s.
TGMTK says, I'm going to buy groceries soon for real. There is bacon. Empty pack of Modelo's.
Oh, I love that the empty Modelo package is there. Just a cold cardboard husk in that bitch. Just shivering like, put a beer in me, man, please. I'm cold.
We got what appears to be Arizona iced tea, Coca-Cola, orange drink, and what is this, cheese?
I love how he faced all of them handle first back into the refrigerator, like very symmetrically like that.
Nice.
You organized this shit for having nothing in there.
They still won't let me get my badge back. Damn, why is your badge rescinded, Kilogrammer? What's going on?
I spread misinformation, nigga. I propagate unverifiable facts. Yeah, I love that.
That's the
man.
Mystery
Just
School stream in a nutshell.
Keep on spreading misinformation.
Couch Crumb Calico. Oh, is that a block? Oh, I thought that was a block of cheese. It's some eggs.
Is that Don Julio right there in the right? Yeah, right there.
Oh, no, that's Guinness.
Oh, God, I knew it was some kind of alcohol. I thought it might have been a Don Julio.
Chicken? Those rotisserie chickens kind of slap coming from like a bad grocery store.
A Meyer? Ooh, I do love those. They be $5.99. You get a whole rotisserie chicken. I'll do a lot of stuff to that.
From like the Jewel or like the
I might get one of those tomorrow.
Yeah,
shit, man.
like that. All right, well, thank you.
Love those rotisserie chickens.
Thank you for posting those, everyone. We appreciate it.
$6. You could hit a whole full chicken out of that.
Oh, we got a late entry from Seraphim here right as I hand away.
All right, looking like a stocked fridge.
Too
Too much ranch for me, though. Top left corner.
Too much.
Lots of ranch. What you trying to make diamonds or something, man?
Also, a bunch of grapes in a nice plate there. Dude, I feel like
jewelry store.
Grapes are either great or terrible. I've never had like a fine grape, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, the ones that slap the hardest got the seeds in them, man.
Adriana says, Tony stay trying to feed me the rotisserie chicken on his days to cook.
That's
trying
right.
To feed her the rotisserie
It's already cooked. Here it is. You just imagine your own side dishes. You're the boss when it comes to the rotisserie chicken.
Only made 7K tonight. Shaking my head, says Kango. All right. Well, anyway, what are we looking for? Oh, arms crossed in the next couple articles, right? Is it 3 articles?
3. Yep.
Okay. All right, up next, we got another article for the ladies. Well, actually, this is for everyone, but ladies, curious knowing your opinion on this one. Pregnant woman gifts husband $650,000 Lamborghini so he will care for her and the baby, quote, day and night.
Yep, that's all you got to do to get me to take care of the baby. God damn it, I'll be throwing baseballs and, hey son, catch. Teaching him how to tie his tie and be a Cub Scout. Give me a Lamborghini like that, and I'll definitely I'll take care of your kids out there too. Anybody in the chat that's willing to pay me.
Charlie Torque says,
I ain't get shit.
damn, your wife just expected for you to take care of the child without bartering?
Just free baby? Fuck that,
yeah.
man. I'm gonna have to get some little bit of incentives for me to take care of a child that I helped to produce.
I mean, I'm not going to pass judgment on what's going on here, but offering your husband a sports car seems like literally 1-to-1 directly correlated with how often they'll leave the house.
Yeah. I mean, unless baby get his ass in the passenger seat and strap in, little guy. We're going for a ride right now.
Yo,
in Daddy's Lambo.
Bob says that must be Megan Maxine. Megan Maxine, one message later, says,
LOL.
damn. Megan Maxine gifts the Mystery School stream a $650,000 Lamborghini to do sudden death.
We will do a sudden death for sure. Yeah, man. This the type of arrangement I'm looking for, man. Like, I'll definitely take care of our child that I halfway helped to produce with my own seed as well. If I'm compensated with a $650,000 Lambo.
I feel like a guy is only 20% responsible for the child. The woman has to gestate that thing, man, and like bake it in there.
Oh yeah, the actual creation of it, yeah. But the process, you're 50-50 in the process. But after the baby's baking in there, yeah, it's about 70%.
She paying insurance and gas too? Asked Chubsy Wubsy. Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Inez, 19, uploaded the video to TikTok on March 12th, showing viewers how she surprised her husband by taking him to a car dealership blindfolded. In the video, her husband, 20-year-old, Weldon.
He's a 20-year-old?
And she's 19.
Why are they so... I'm not even going to ask why they're so rich. It's none of my business, actually.
Cries from happiness after seeing the turquoise Huracan Evo wrapped with a giant red bow. Osman is a cosmetics entrepreneur from Malaysia where she plans to stay at her family's home while recovering postpartum. She is due at the end of March and plans to have a C-section. Since posting the video, it's got 1.5 million views. Osman said the gift is partially the result of her gratitude for her husband's sacrifices, but the main reason is her anticipation that Zulkifli will take care of Osman and her baby around the clock. I'm gifting him this Lamborghini because I want him by my side throughout my confinement.
Well, our friend philanthropist gave us a premiere quote with this one. He said, I'm not willing to be a stepdad, but I will be a dad that stepped up. Yeah, that's right. You got to wear a t-shirt that says that too as you do that. Yeah. This is honestly a dream situation, man. Yeah. I'd love to be in there, man. Where
Charlie Torque heated in the chat. It's a recent father saying, "What the fuck did he sacrifice?"
He sacrificed too, all right. Dad's rights, man. Just because he's just the dude and didn't have to give birth or be pregnant
or do anything, really.
Or do anything but bust one, it doesn't mean that he didn't have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
He probably could have been, he could have been thinking of other stuff, but instead he was having sex,
As
man. So he gave up some.
Uzi Ribble says he sacrificed his life force.
Right, you heard Joey Badass. You got to conserve your life force. Every time you bust a nut, you lose just a little bit of that God-given life force by the universe, man.
So the least we can get in exchange is $650,000 Lamborghini Huracan Evo,
God damn it, man. I think that's only fair, man. I wish we could make this an American custom and bring this on over here, because this makes a lot of sense, honestly, man.
I'm expecting my husband to not only be with me all the time, but he has to care for the baby day and night, because there's a huge possibility I'll be having a cesarean birth, she added.
No problem.
Moms out there will know how painful a C-section is, so I want more attention from my husband.
No problem.
Osmond explained that her husband tends to work at night. I'm just worried when he stays up all night and sleeps during the day. That's when our child will fuss about. When that happens, I have to wake him up and manage the baby.
I'll quit my job. No problem.
So the not to, no disrespect to her, but I'm not exactly sure how the $650,000 Lamborghini will alleviate any of these problems.
He's probably going to cheat, actually, with this Lamborghini now. This just opened him up to a whole nother barometer of cheating that he can do. They're going to be like,
I heard it's baby daddy season. Yeah, it is. You married? Yeah.
You cheat?
You cheat? Nah. Yeah.
He's cheating in a $650,000 car, attracting a lot of attention from
Ooh,
very
wee.
thirsty, vapid people trying to fuck for a little bit of money.
Man, he's going to definitely cheat. I hope her father or somebody a little bit older is in the picture to kind of
Dude.
negate this situation, because that ain't going to go the way she thinks it is. Like, a Lambo ain't going to keep you in the house
Yo,
with a baby.
I'm not Des Davis says, go into the store for milk in that Lambo. Yeah, I don't know.
Skirting up to Whole Foods
I
with
think
that.
if she can afford to drop 650 bands on a Lamborghini for her 20-year-old husband, it's probably inconsequential to her. You know, I think she's probably
It's definitely not a financial
it's probably
decision.
fine. Oh,
for
Megan
sure.
Maxine, thank you so much for the $650,000
Thank you, Megan
Lamborghini
Maxine.
in exchange for doing sudden death tonight.
I'll stay at home with this Lamborghini.
With this
I mean, the
sudden
baby. I'll stay at home with the baby. I'll stay at home with the baby, not the Lamborghini.
Jamboree.
Jamboree. You trying to get me to take care of your kid too,
Damn.
Jamboree? Because I will. If y'all keep on giving the subs like this, I will take care of all of your children, tax-free, man. It's
Yo.
no problem, man.
Megan Maxine, thank you so much for the 5 gifted and all your generosity this month. We really appreciate it. And Jamboree with the 10 gifted subs as well.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that.
Megan Maxine says noted in the chat. Yeah, you know, that's what, like 650,000 divided by 5. I don't know, you know, a cool like 25,000 gifted subs or 50,000 gifted subs for taking care of a child. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Adriana says, and what do I get? In the chat.
Hey, I mean, where's your Lambo? You know, you still get us a Lambo.
Caitlin Cohn reasonably suggests she should have built a big ass man cave at the house for him instead. Yeah, I'm not. It's like, okay, I'm not understanding the correlation between here's a supercar that you can flex on everyone outside with.
He's gonna
versus
go
staying
outside
home.
and cheat for sure.
Mm.
Poor kid, because that kid is definitely gonna lose his dad in a little bit, man. He's gonna see his dad for like 2 hours a day. He's like,
You good, little man? I'm about to go to the store for cigarettes. You all right here? Peppa Pig's on. Don't you want to watch that for the next 10 hours?
Damn, man. Yeah, but hey, dude, it's probably nothing to her. She's clearly a girl boss in the grind set mindset, so it is what it is.
wow. All right, well, I'm happy with that story. That sounds very fair and very realistic for all of us in the chat today. We can all get a Lamborghini from the mother of our children to just sit at home and take care of the baby, and I think that's a fair exchange.
It's just
man.
setting reasonable expectations, all things considered.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, not seeing any arms crossed. There's a shitload of ads here. They all feature Kanye West and Pete Davidson, and yeah, there's no arms being crossed here.
Damn it. I wanted to get you guys paid, but
Sorry about
Well,
that. Well, what do we got time for?
sorry.
2 more? Is it 2 more articles?
yeah, there should be 2 more.
Okay. Damn, there are some really good method articles that we're going to have to save for Friday in case we hit sudden death.
Hey, it's fine. We'll save them for Friday. They could be sudden death articles.
Yes,
Let's save
we're
them.
saving the most beneficial ones. All right, let's do another one that may be contentious. Oh boy, not sure how to introduce this one. Let's just get right into it. Mom's shocking sex starter kit for teen sons has tips on fingering and anal.
Mom's shocking sex.
Okay,
starter
so
kit, 14.
This doesn't convey the full picture. Apparently, the mom made an app. She created like an app that's sex health advice for kids or teens who are about to start having sex.
Okay.
That's the full picture here. It's not like she was like, "Hey, son, here's how you finger." It wasn't like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I was trying to add it all up.
Why
on
did
my
Seraphim
finger.
say
Abuse the G-spot, Jimmy.
in the chat?
Oh, no. See, that's what I don't want to have, the conversation.
Chloe McIntosh has created a guide called First Time Sex Starter Kit for 2 teenage sons in a bid to help them and other teens properly prepare to lose their virginities. The British-based entrepreneur recently launched Comma, a sexual wellness app designed to educate people of all ages on various aspects of eroticism. The app features a special section for first-timers, which McIntosh was inspired to create with and for her sons, Felix 16 and Elliot 14. The content we wanted to put out there is more than some tips to put a condom on. It's more relating to the experience and making it as relaxed and comfortable as possible. The kit currently takes the form of 20 different videos in which Felix is seen talking to a sex therapist. They discuss topics from dry humping to how to use your penis inside.
Damn, you're getting taught how to fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
So, all right, off top, man, like, I think that this is an easy article to get squeamish about, but I don't really have a problem with this. I think that, like, as a society, we would all do a lot better if, like, we weren't just thrown to the wolves to figure out how to have sex and like understand how our bodies work, and the fact that like sexual desire
not me, man. I could not have possibly taken an uncomfortable talk with my dad or my mom.
In this case,
about,
it's the app. You don't have to look at your parents in the eyes. You can look at a nice glowing screen.
All right. Well, yeah, that would be much better, dude. I just could not. And honestly, as a millennial kid that grew up in that era of like mid-internet, you know, it wasn't the best internet, you know, where you can get valid opinions from people. But there were opinions. There were opinions out there.
Ask Jeeves, like
you had to discern. You had to discern and see what was real and fake. And I think that was the fun part of the game, where you're like, all right, let me just read this and watch this video and see if I can pull any type of reality out of it to use in real life.
I think now it's fucked up though. Like I've known and spoken in depth with some people who are now sexual health educators that deal with like public schools and shit. Yeah. And the amount of fucking misinformation, man. Like teens that just watch porn, you know, like high production value Pornhub or whatever, and are like, oh, this is totally normal, realistic expectations for what having sex is like. That fucks up kids' minds, man, like teenagers' minds. I feel like you said, it was kind of like mid-internet era when I was coming of age. And you could like look up resources, but like, man, not reputable ones, you know?
Yeah, I had to definitely ask just fucking older dudes in the neighborhood that I knew and see what they say.
Hey, greasy old man, how do I have sex?
Oftentimes it was pretty off. I would say it was pretty off ideas. Yeah. And, you know, you just kind of ask people. That's all we had, was just asking shit and like listening in on people's conversations. The porn wasn't that accessible just yet, where I could just like study it and take notes. Like, my porn was always just like, all right, everybody's at the movies for 15 minutes in the house. I got to download as much porn as I can and just try to beat off before everybody comes home,
Everyone's just naming porn stars in the chat now. They've derailed from the topic, and they're just...
Ice LaFox, yeah, that's a classic. But, I mean, yeah, it's just, if that was all I had to teach me, I would have definitely been a lot more
dude, like,
off kilter
I
here.
think that, like, I think that we'd be a lot better off as a society if sex education was less stigmatized. And that's like not a rare take or a spicy take to have, you know, but I do think it needs to go beyond like, here's how you put a condom on, like teaching people coming of age that like, oh yeah, having sexual desire is normal, for instance, and like, here's how you don't hurt your partner and make everyone uncomfortable, shit like that. That's really important, and I feel like it is kind of awkward to put that on the parents. So there should be resources, you know, like an app or something, because like, it's kind of dystopian to say that, but like in this day and age, you know, I think a teenager would feel way more comfortable like asking questions to a virtual person in an app than like, hey dad, how do I fuck right? You know, like, man, no one's gonna do that.
Only problem with these teens nowadays is that like, they would all have the app, and then they would all know who asked the questions to the app and is doing the shit that the app told them. They'd be like,
oh, you following what the app said, you fucking loser.
It's like therapy apps now. You get put in the room with like a chat bot that's like, tell me how you're feeling today. And you're like, I hate everything. And it's like, thanks for your response. And then it just like responds to you. You know, it would definitely be locked off. But.
Yeah, I feel like the real like degenerate advanced kids would definitely know like who's using and asking the app, and like, you're asking that fucking app, aren't you, man?
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't need to be an actual person. It could be like a chat, just like fucking bullet points, like a pamphlet you would hand out, you know?
Yeah.
If your sex ed teacher hands you like a 90s pamphlet of how to fuck right, you're going to throw that into the garbage and go home and look up, you know, Bang Bros or something. But if you're like, oh, an app on my phone, that's suddenly legitimate. You can like look through the same bullet points. I feel like that would get some mileage out of it.
Damn, now that I'm thinking about it, man, all the sex education and like knowledge or tips that I got was just from older fucking guys lying too, because they wasn't even getting no ass either, and they were just lying about it. Now that I think about who was telling me these things,
not trustworthy.
It was just like my brother and his friends and like my older cousins and just neighborhood assholes on the corner and stuff, and they would just give these like
Dude,
real grandiose stories about like, oh yeah, and then you do this. And I was like, oh, I'm listening to these, and now looking back on who was telling me that, I'm like, oh, he wasn't getting no ass, man. He was lying. This is a liar. He just lied to me.
Speaking of, can we get a 1 in the chat if you had the talk with your parents, where your parents told you in graphic detail what sex is and how to do it? 2 in the chat if you never have ever fucking talked to your parents about anything in that regard. Mine is like a 0.5. My parents like never were like, all right, sit down, it's time to learn about sex. Everyone knows the story though of when I got picked up from my my first girlfriend's house freshman year of high school, and I got in the car smelling like saliva and other things, and my father said, he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, having a baby won't ruin your life, it will change it.
Damn it. By the way, there are so many 2s in the chat.
Yeah,
like
almost no one talked to their parents about it.
Man, I didn't either, man. I did not. And it wasn't even my decision. I was waiting for my parents to talk to me about some shit, and they just never did.
Yeah.
All I got was my mom telling me, she was the opposite of your dad. She was telling me, she's like, yep, you get somebody pregnant, that will ruin your life.
Yeah.
Your life's over. And that's all I got from my mom, really. And my dad, no, he just never said anything about it. Like, I don't know if he even knows that I've had sex yet in my life, to be honest.
When you lose your virginity.
He probably still think I'm a virgin, honestly. I don't know, man. Maybe, but my dad never mentioned sex to me at all.
I need that
Not
dad
once.
quote on screensaver. My mom said, you get to go pregnant, I'm not raising it, says Cheese 1000. Mom said, don't mess with no fast girls. My mom was like a very kind, soft-spoken, reasonable lady, and she just said, in 7th grade, look out for hussies. That's the one thing that she said to me. That was the only advice that she gave.
That's very momly advice. That's basically what my mom said. My mom was like, don't get anybody pregnant. That'll ruin your life, man. And yeah.
But dude, that quote from my dad, like, unironically, that really did teach me everything I needed to know. I was like safe as hell.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, damn, dude, my dad was right. It won't ruin my life, but it will change it. And then I never,
man.
No pregnancy scares.
No, that's. I think fear is probably the best sex education you could give a child. No, actually, no. Give them
Fear.
actual knowledge and skill. Give them knowledge and education.
All right, everyone,
Don't
we are
just scare
formally
the fuck
advocating
out
to
of them.
scare your children into never having sex.
Don't just scare the fuck out of them, man. That's not cool. But my mom definitely scared the shit out of me, man. I was like, damn, if I get somebody pregnant, I'm gonna die.
Prackle
It's a bad
says,
time.
my mom showed how to put a condom on a wooden cock in a sex ed class in high school. People called her Madame Sexy.
Madame Sexy.
Ooh, that's tough, man.
That's tough. That's tough.
Anyway.
But you had to have been a prepared kid for that, man. So you're probably all right.
All right. Well, anyway, I think we've now relived all of our early childhood trauma in the mystery school stream.
Did you say wooden cock? Hold on, I just have to scroll back up to that in my mind.
Yes, man.
A wooden, not a banana or something
No.
in school.
The
never
fucking
mind, man.
wood grain dildo.
Damn it. All right.
All right.
I guess
Well,
that's fair.
anyway, free sex ed information to the teens, man. Teach them how to not ruin their life, and also not just like have a terrible time, I guess, because like people are gonna do it no matter what, Yeah. So anyway. All right. Well, shit. Last article on the podcast episode of the stream tonight. I'm trying to pick one that we don't want to save for sudden death. It's like threading the needle here.
Let's save some good ones for Friday in case we do run into a sudden death, man. We got some great articles.
Okay,
here.
I have a nice one that'll prompt another brief conversation here that I'm curious about. Article got crossed arms? No, I skimmed the whole thing. There's no crossed arms in there for the bet. I spread sex ed misinformation. It says Great Dane 22.
Great Dane back with the misinformation.
Oh, dude, I remember that almost. Okay, last story about that. One guy in my freshman year sex ed class, he asked like completely, he was like a real goofy dude, like one of the kind of like,
silly Billy.
not like a class clown, but he was like a basketball player and like everyone kind of liked him.
He was the popular funny guy.
He was like popular funny guy. He was never like mean. He was just kind of like, oh, it's me. I'm like the cool funny guy,
I love the popular
Everyone
funny
liked him.
guy.
We were doing sex ed in high school, and the teacher was like, all right, does anyone have any questions? He like dead ass sternly raised his hand, and she was like, all right, what I don't want to narc on his name because I don't know if he's ever come to the stream, but he was like stone faced, not making a joke. He was like, so if the girl's on top and you ejaculate up, she won't get pregnant, right? Because gravity. And he was like dead ass serious.
Yeah,
and the rest of the class started like, oh shit, oh haha, yeah, that's hilarious. And he was just like really asking.
No, I'm for real.
And I was like, oh, I kind of felt bad because he like seemed really embarrassed and like hurt that people thought that was funny, and I was like, ooh. But that's the point of sex ed. See, dude, like if you don't give up the kids the app, they'll go out there thinking as long as you nut upwards, gravity means that you don't get pregnant. So that's why we need comprehensive sex education in public schools.
Whew, man, yeah. There were a lot of misconceptions that I had for sure about sex until I actually figured it out myself. That wasn't real. The nutting up thing for sure. That was one that was a prevalent 8th grade lie that we were all
never
told.
heard that until he said it.
I definitely heard that when everybody was like, "Oh no, if she's on top, no, she can't get pregnant because it can't get all the way up there. It's just gonna come back down and it's all over." There was one that obviously was the opposite of that one, where they said
if you nut down, you will get pregnant.
No, if you nut anywhere, the sperm will find its way into her vagina and go. Like if you like, not to be too graphic here, I won't be too graphic, but like if you finish anywhere in the general vicinity,
it's like a homing beacon.
Yeah. It's like the sperm are like little dogs that find their way into the vaginal canal to get you pregnant. I heard that. And definitely should not have believed that.
Ariflex says, "Is my rat pregnant or full of soup? She's never been around a male rat to be knowledge."
To me, not to me knowledge. Me rat.
Damn, them creepy crawlers. Is convertible.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone,
scary.
now that we've debunked common sex ed myths on the stream, we can move on to our final article of the day on the podcast episode. Thank you for being here tonight, everyone. We appreciate it. Can we get some union emotes in the chat too, please?
This was big, man. I'm glad I got to share these stories with y'all. I've never been able to
get this off the screen.
I've never been able to pull these demons out of my mind, man, from the sex ed days. Just so much misinformation and lies were given to me by just like older guys, man, and none of them were having sex, so they just lied to me.
Teens that are just learning from a Brian Pumper video or something. It's just we gotta do better as a society. We have to do better. My mom told me if you look at a girl, she'll get pregnant.
Yeah.
That's that one. Stop staring lie. A nice stop staring lie. All right. Last article here for the stream tonight. How about this one? South Florida visitor spends night in stranger's home thinking it was his Airbnb. Dude, for me personally, I don't know, maybe this doesn't affect our viewers the same way. This is like a nightmare situation for me. I hate horribly inconveniencing people. Taking my sweet ass time on vacation, like getting comfortable in the house and like taking a shit and getting nude and eating out of the refrigerator and stuff.
Getting nude.
And some guys like, that's my house. This is like a personal hell for me. I hate this.
Oh, to be the person in there doing that.
Yes, to be the person.
My personal hell would be to come back to someone doing that in my house.
Yeah,
I would definitely be distraught.
Yeah, I would be very fearful for sure.
Yeah,
definitely fearful. All right, well. Let's see
how the hell this happened. It seems pretty stupid.
A visitor to South Florida was sound asleep when he got a rude awakening. He was inside a house he thought he had rented, but it turns out it was a major mix-up. This is the best possible outcome of breaking into someone's home and spending the night in their bed, said visitor Paul Drexler. Drexler made an honest mistake after spending the night in what he thought was his Airbnb, but it turned out he wasn't. I had accidentally got the address wrong going from the Airbnb app into Google Maps. The address became the house next door. He just arrived in Miami to officiate a friend's wedding. After a long day of traveling, he got to what he thought was his unlocked room at around 2 a.m. Even following the instructions the Airbnb left behind. In the bedroom, the bed was made and ready to go, and there were 2 clean folded towels waiting for me.
Oh my God.
Yo, so I mean, hey, dude, it's not really his fault.
This seemed like it was right.
The dude who folded those clean-ass towels ready to use those must have been fucking heated. He fell asleep and woke up the next morning to a very confused homeowner.
What if the homeowner got in the bed with him and woke up and was like, "Hey man,
get out of
you
my
slept
house
here with me all night. Now you gotta leave, dude."
Real. The next morning, I get woken up by a knock on the door. I was surprised the guy even knocked on his own door. He goes, "Hey, can I help you? This is my house." And I'm like, no, this is an Airbnb I rented. He goes, "No, this is my house.
This is my house."
In hindsight, now I look
Holy
back, all the
shit.
clues were there. This is not the right Airbnb, but at 2 o'clock, your brain is like, this is it. This is the one. You could have get fucking just killed
you in
immediately.
Florida. That shit, he could have stood his ground on your ass right there in Florida and left you in a puddle of blood, man.
Yeah, damn.
You
So he
got lucky as shit.
He said in the future he'll double and triple check, but
yeah, you better, because in Florida, that's the place where you definitely will get murdered for just sleeping in a random person's bed. Like, you got lucky
for that. Talia, I saw you said you had to watch an ad even though you're subbed. I have bad news.
Yeah.
So we regret to inform you, you are not currently subscribed to the Mystery School stream.
Not just yet. That can change really quick, but not just yet, you know.
Damn. All right, well, there were no folded arms in that article there, so we can pay out the gamble. The no voters have won once again. Yeah, he could have got
always win.
stanked, says John Quest. Very true.
Yeah, he could have. That dude could have came in and wiped his nose if he wasn't paying attention, man.
Could have been a lot worse.
Could have slimed him out.
Oh, nice. This is actually, I knew this was a quote. I didn't remember what it was from. This is the Ari Flux quote from just a moment ago. Hold on, check this out. Is my rat pregnant or just full of soup? For context, I fed her soup 2 minutes ago, and she has basically never been around a male rat.
Yeah, I would guess pregnant, honestly.
Sorry, pregnant.
Oh, pregnant. Pregnant.
Diamonds forever. Thank you for that gifted sub.
Thank you, Diamonds.
Appreciate that. But Diamonds hooked you up. Talia, don't worry about it.
There you go. You're safe, Talia.
All right, well, shout out to the pregnant, soupy-ass rat here. We appreciate that. They pregnant in the chat.
That's a big rat, too. That rat was rather large. Shout out to domestic rats,
Yeah,
man.
I like domestic rats.
Domestic rats are cool.
I will shout them out. All right, everyone. That's it for the Mystery School stream on a Wednesday. We appreciate you all hanging out on the particularly existential, sex education-fueled podcast episode today.
I hope you learned something, because we came to teach today, man.
Yeah.
This is an educational Wednesday stream.
It's true. It's true. So, real quick, want to thank tonight's gifters. Shout out to, of course, Megan Maxine. Megan Maxine, thank you very much for your generosity. Let me pull up the little list here.
Thank
Give me
you,
one
Megan.
sec.
We will watch the baby.
We got Megan Maxine with 5 gifted subs, Rich Homie Doge with a gifted sub, Charlie Torque with 1, Crash Fleet with 1, Philanthropist with 1, Forever Sweaty with a gifted sub, Ice Cream Lord with 5 earlier today for that little stream I did.
Wow.
And Jamborini with 10 gifted subs. Of course, we can't forget Diamonds
Let's
Forever
go.
with 1 as well. Thank you very much, everyone. We appreciate that a lot.
Thank you, guys. What an amazing Mystery School Wednesday we just had here. Like always, we'll be back again on Friday. Same time, same place. Keep submitting more news. We obviously saved some good news today for a possible sudden death
We
on
saved
Friday.
some bangers on Friday.
We saved some good shit there, but keep submitting news. If you see any cool tweets or memes or anything like that, throw that in the stream news section of the Discord. We really appreciate it.
If you're not already in the Mystery School Discord, consider going to this link or type in !Discord in the chat for a link to get spit out. We got I used to have this rat that I used to pour soup on and suck the soup back out of, and it was sopping wet all the time. Copy pasta in the chat. Well, that copy pasta will never die on the Mystery School stream. Hop in the Discord, post some news. We need your help. Today was a particularly good news day, but the news in the world is still a little bit bleak. So if you see something funny, it can be a meme, a tweet, or an article, slap it in the stream news section. We might talk about it live on the show, maybe even make a song about it on this Friday. So I think we resume the raids on Friday for the last stream of the week. And
That sounds good, yeah.
For now, we're going to get the hell out of here. Thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you guys for a great Wednesday. Pull up on us on Friday. We'll be here. Give us more news, more letters from the class, all that cool shit, and hang out in that Discord. We're working hard to make the stream a better and more safer place for yourself and your rats.
Oh, also, we're doing another one of those Amazon Prime Video streams tomorrow on YouTube.
That's right.
We're going to post the link in the Discord. That goes down at 1 p.m. Central. For those of you who are worried that it would be extremely cringe corporate propaganda, it actually turned out really fun.
It did.
It's actually really
safe.
good.
It's safe, man. They don't make us hurt ourselves or do weird shit.
Yeah.
It's cool. We just talk about whatever show they give us for today, and then we make a song about it.
Yes.
Similar to a sudden death type of thing, but there's no time limit, so we just kind of fuck around.
So if you need to scratch your sudden death itch tomorrow, may I humbly suggest you pull up to the Amazon Prime Video YouTube channel at 1 p.m. Central tomorrow. Don't worry, we'll tag everyone in the Discord if that's something you're interested in. And we're streaming at the normal time on Friday, so we'll maybe see you even 2 streams between then and now.
It would be good to see you guys pull up to tomorrow, too. That'd be tight.
Yes, the DLC sudden death.
It'll be in the Discord. We'll drop the link in there, and it's pretty easy, so you guys will figure it out. But again, Friday night, same time, same place. We'll see y'all soon.
Yes, we'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Have a great day tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy. We love you. Peace out. We'll see you in the Discord.
Peace.
Peace.